I am doing the cutest clown makeup right now. My face looks like a 90s like arcade floor.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that is so you have to show
It
me.
looks just like a skating rink floor or something.
Ooh, and you have to show me your, Adventure Time nails as well, the ones you were
Oh,
talking about.
yeah. I'm planning on doing some really cute pictures with them, and I got some little Adventure Time tarot cards. I'm not, like, into tarot or nothing, I just thought they were
Ooh,
cute, and I'm gonna
no,
put them all around it.
I love that. Oh, that is so cool. Where'd you get the Adventure Time tarot cards? I want them.
Temu for $3.
Temu? Alright, I'm gonna look
Yes,
it up.
I told you, I'm like, I got a serious problem right now. I'm buying stuff I don't even need, like tarot cards. I don't use tarot cards.
Well, I got a collection of them just for the artwork because I think the artwork's really pretty on
Yeah.
some of them. But I need to look up I didn't think about tarot cards on Temu. Jesus Christ. Alright,
Oh,
tarot,
yeah, I was
Adventure
looking up
Time.
Adventure Time stuff, and they had, like, a ton of Adventure Time tarot cards, and I was like, "I kinda need these." Like, their
Oh my god, they're
art
so
on 'em's
cool.
so cute.
They are, I can see oh my god. Okay, I wanna get them. I
I
wanna
know that
get
site's
them.
dangerous. I keep talking about it because 'cause I'm like, um, you should see my wish list on there. It's ridiculous. I have a problem.
Oh, really? Oh, there's a really cool 8-bit one as well.
Ooh,
I like that, and they're all square 8-bit fantasy tarot deck, and it's got a little 8-bit.
how cute.
Add to cart. I probably will never ever buy I've got, like, about 20 million things inside my cart, and I'll never buy any of it. I'm just there to remind me
That's
that it's
what I've
there.
started doing. It's kinda like satisfying my brain into thinking that I'm getting it, but I'm just adding it to the wish
Oh,
list. I
yeah.
like yeah, it's doing it for me.
Oh my god, they've got the tattoo tarot set, and I actually bought that at full price at some, like, like, crystal store. And it was like
Yeah, I
30
don't get
something Australian, and there's $5 on there. I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
that's what I'm saying, like, are these, like, complete knockoff? Because I mean, these cards I got, like, they're thick, like, they're not, like, flimsy little cards, like, they're
No,
nice made card and then a nice box, like,
yeah, they look
I don't
exactly the
get it.
same, the one that I'm looking at now, the one that I have. Yeah, they look exactly the
Yeah,
same. Oh my god. Okay.
I don't
I know
get it.
I know what my next collection's gonna be. Catitude tarot cards! They've got a whole bunch of cats.
How cute.
Oh my god.
Wait,
The
I've come back
chariot.
and you're talking about cat tarot cards.
Yes.
Yes.
We just discovered there's, like, really good quality tarot cards on Temu, and they've got so many different types, and the one that I just found is, like, literally just drawings of cats in different positions, like, according to the tarot, like the cups and ace of
That's so
spade,
cute.
like, oh my god, that's so cool.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's pretty
We're
cool.
taking
That
our
is pretty
cult to
cool.
a new spiritual level. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the broadcast. I'm Bunny, and today I have Miss Xylie
Hello.
and Miss Eva.
Hello.
And today we're gonna be doing part one of Turkey Tom's video where he followed around Destiny. I watched a little bit of it, like just a teeny bit of it. So,
Yeah, I got
and it
three
just seemed
quarters
like
of
he was
the
just following him around.
Yeah, I got 3/4 of the way done before recording this, and it was so good. It was so good. I
Yeah.
good for
I was
him.
enjoying it.
Yes. Yes, good for him. You haven't seen this at all, have you, Eva?
No, I have watched clips though. I've watched bits and pieces of clips,
Mm-hmm.
so I kind of know what to expect. And each time something pops up, I'm like, "Oh, this is good!" So I'm actually really excited to watch this for the first time with you all.
Okay, are we ready? Are we ready?
Yep.
All right.
Inside the
So ready.
mind of Destiny, let's do it.
Yes.
Is your number one goal in life through everything work?
Yeah, I think every part of my life kind of revolves around it. People like this will say, oh yeah, that's not healthy.
If you don't like the Constitution, that's on you. Really, then why are you saying that Section 3 of Amendment 14 requires a conviction?
The past few years, you've had a lot of drama. You just had a big one with
a big one.
Melina.
Aw, my Steven.
Ultimately, what I'm getting at is like, where do your priorities really lie?
They definitely lie with work, 100%.
Well, you're kind of a nice guy.
Wow, that's gonna be.
Oh, he's a workaholic. You can tell that just by his streams. He's a workaholic. Even when he's talking to people, he's doing. If he's not playing a video game, he's answering emails and doing stuff like that. He's a total workaholic.
Yeah.
Cut.
What are you doing?
This is what we do to libtards. I'm gonna go get him. I will defend America.
I'm gonna fight with Nancy Pelosi.
Dancer, I'm already. Look cool.
This silly jacket.
This is my shooting jacket. Oh, okay. Sighting my target. Okay, trying to be a safe gun owner. Jeez. I need you to back up. Go.
Yes.
I can't let
You could have done one more.
No, no.
Turn way the up. I'm cool.
Hell yeah!
I love that intro.
Woo!
That was
Spicy.
Yeah, I love that intro. That intro was really good.
Awesome.
Stephen Kenneth Bonnell II, born December 12, 1988, known online as Destiny, is an American live streamer and political commentator. He was among the first people to stream video games online full-time and received attention as a pioneer of the industry. Since 2016, he's garnered further attention for streaming political debates with other online personalities, in which he advocates for progressivism and liberal politics. At least, that's what Wikipedia says. In reality, Destiny is all of those things, and he's also a very controversial person. While he is a progressive, he's also very edgy.
Destiny, you said it like 1 month ago.
I mean, he was reading it. You wasn't supposed to say that.
Which sort of puts him at odds with a lot of the other left-leaning people online. His community has been the birth of
Destiny fights with everybody. He doesn't care where you stand politically. He will fight with everybody. He does not care.
Yeah.
various popular streamers like Hassan Piker and Vosh, both of which Destiny has been at odds with for years, despite their initial interactions being friendly.
Nothing I do is performative. I'm not going to, for instance, I'll use Hassan as an example. I'm not going to talk to a black person like Trihex and say, hey, the N-word, it's always What a fucking liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude.
Oh my god, I didn't realize that's where it was from.
Yes, that's where it comes
from. Oh my god. Oh, that is so funny. The Weasley little liar, dude.
Dude.
He's also been the subject of online mockery due to his marriage, which is an open one, in which he and his wife Melina see other people. Well, I guess I should say ex-wife, as they're now divorced, and she seemingly left him for someone who is one day away from taking hormones. Melina then demanded that Destiny send her
Tom. Oh my god. Oof. 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 Turkey, one thing I'll say about Turkey Tom, he's bringing edgy back. I can tell he's bringing edgy back. Oh, God.
$100,000 as compensation for their marriage, or something. His streams have also been plagued by a revolving door of friendship and hookup drama with various individuals.
Wait, you didn't know that?
$100,000
Yeah,
compensation?
She wanted $100,000. Yeah, I went over it, but yeah, she wanted $100,000.
Wow.
And Destiny was like, no, question mark?
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Individuals trying to come for his career with a litany of allegations. Despite the controversy, he's reaching a sort of new career high, debating various popular right-wing figures like Ben Shapiro and Jordan Peterson, being interviewed on every podcast under the sun, and his YouTube channel is getting upwards of 10 to 15 million views every month.
Can you imagine?
Wow.
10 to 15 million views. I couldn't imagine.
One day.
Yeah.
Bruh. Bruh.
Sort of an unavoidable force online at this point. It feels like he's got a hand in everything. So I set out to find out who the true Destiny really is, starting with his debate with Alex Jones of InfoWars. We're here in Texas filming his debate with Alex Jones. Here at the InfoWars studio, security is extremely tight. They take it very seriously. They made sure that we didn't film outside because I assume there's crazy people trying to mess with them all the time. But it's a very high budget thing they've got. I cannot imagine a greater matchup of people. Destiny, the ultimate libtard, Alex Jones, the ultimate chud. They're gonna be going head to head talking about the insurrection at the Capitol. And it's actually January 6th right now, 2024. It is the
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
memorial, the hallowed days of the Chud insurrection. I know Glenn Greenwald is going to be involved in this in some way, who I believe was a part of the Snowden leaks. The Krassenstein twins, who are like some Trump Twitter reply guys, are going to be involved in some way. So we've got an exclusive behind-the-scenes look. Should be spicy, should be fire. What is Zero Hedge?
It's the media company that's producing these X live debates.
Okay.
So they did one with Laura Loomer and somebody else about Israel-Palestine.
It's you guys, Alex, Destiny.
Hey guys, a bunch of pizzas. I'm sorry I know you guys are going on. How you doing, man?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I'm Brian.
See you.
Tom, nice to meet you.
Like the shirt.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Anyway, that's right. Apologize.
Look, he's freaking out. You see that look on his face?
cheesy grin.
Oh, he fanboyed for a second. That was kind of cute. That was kind of cute. You could see it in his face. He was fanboying.
It's like, nee.
He's not really short.
Are you guys familiar with the indictments?
This guy gets right fucking into it. Not how are you doing? How's the pizza?
Are you fully familiar with the elector scheme? Do you understand how all that was supposed to work? Okay. Do you know what red pill is? Like debating these guys that kind of like, do you know anything about Ray Epps?
I know the name vaguely.
Ray Epps is like some boomer conservative guy. He went to DC, all fired up at protests. I think his heart was really into it until like the actual rioting happened, and then he was like, okay, wait, chill out, guys. Like, everybody calm down. Like, one of the things conservatives hang their hat on for this whole conspiracy is this text that he sent his nephew. So he's like, are you there? What's going on? He's like, yeah, I orchestrated the whole thing.
I feel like I'm watching your stream right now.
Yeah, bro.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm the exact same in real life. Sorry, yeah.
You're in.
So anyway, how you guys doing?
I brought coffee.
Hot chocolate.
Just coffee.
You're
Hot
doing a
chocolate?
thing
Are you
on
12
me.
fucking
You're doing
years
a
old?
video on me. I always drink hot chocolate.
Okay, well, I'm not giving into your bullshit. This is Americano. We have cream and sugar.
It's okay.
My mom was asking.
I always have
drink
chocolate.
hot chocolate.
Oh my
Aw.
god. He's a girl.
No, you know, it makes sense because he's all fired up. Imagine him with caffeine. Like, I couldn't.
Yeah, well,
Oh yeah,
true.
yeah.
What I'm doing on here. So she was like reading your Wikipedia article. She's like, he's one of the first full-time live streamers on Justin.tv. Are you technically the first?
First guy to do it professionally, yeah. Quit his job and do it full time, yeah.
There's no one else?
No one else that I know of. Do you, okay, if I was gonna look for I want a pen and notebook if I can. It would be so nice to take notes for this if I could do it.
Are you like nervous at all for this?
A little bit, not really, kind of. I don't know.
Not really, kind of, I don't know. So you don't get nervous for this kind of thing? I was nervous I'm not even debating. I was nervous just coming here to the studio.
It's a different kind of nervousness. Like, I have, like, the facts are easily on my side, and I have a huge, like, database of them now in my head.
Are you confident you're gonna be just fine?
Yeah, I'm always...
Autism.
I'm gonna be very honest with you. I think Tom looks better with his haircut.
Oh yeah,
What do you mean?
I like him
Yeah.
better with his haircut short.
yeah. I don't
Is
like
that-
long hair.
Is that short there? I didn't notice.
No, that's his long hair.
Kind of myself, yeah.
I like his
Yeah.
long hair.
Obviously.
Well, 'cause
Nah,
everybody
I
looks
like
at
his
the
hair
hairstyle.
better
So
short.
early on when you're starting.
I do. I like his hair better short.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
do too.
he could have got a killer mullet with that hairdo.
Oh my,
honestly.
okay,
I mean,
no,
like,
no,
long,
no.
like, do
Let's
it
not,
right.
no.
I
Let's
agree.
not do the mullet. No, no. Let's
it's amazing.
Let's leave
Come
that
on.
He
in
could
the
have a
80s.
sweet one.
No,
Or
no.
a rat's tail. Like, imagine Turkey Tom needs a rat tail.
Oh yeah! Imagine just plaiting that little thing and then just shaving
Yeah.
everything else and letting it grow.
Yeah, put little beads in it.
I can't stand either one of you right now. Swear to God.
Starting out, let's say, with a JonTron discussion.
It is a European nation historically. There's just no debating that. Of
The
course,
first
yeah.
thing that you just said doesn't really make sense. It was a European nation.
Were you nervous about that?
Not as much, because I feel like the expectation kind of matches the reputation. Like, when I was debating, it was really just a conversation with JonTron. Like, all the stuff leading up to it, nobody really did, like, online gaming / political debates. So there wasn't, like, a huge expectation to be, like,
Yeah.
super informed. It was just, like, really entertaining and funny and everything.
Do you think the John thing was like a watershed moment, like the start of a lot of that stuff for you?
I don't think so, but it's where a lot of people met me or found out about
That's
me.
how I knew about you.
Yeah.
And I didn't even like you at the time because I was a John fan, and I was like, oh, he doesn't like John. And I was just, in my head, it was just like, this guy.
Did you watch that full convo?
Yes.
The thing that was the most frustrating thing about that convo is I listened to, the only reason I had that convo is because I was on stream. Do you know who Sargon of Akkad was?
Of course.
That he was talking to JonTron. When I was listening to those conversations, it sounded to me like JonTron was just like a well-meaning dude that like had some questions, and Sargon was of course like educating him.
Yeah.
And then I saw JonTron start to tweet out stuff like, if Japan's population can be all Japanese, why can America's population be all white? And I'm like, aren't you like a Persian immigrant or something? That's kind of a weird thing for you to say. So then eventually we had a conversation on stream, and the conversation was not really me trying to like go after him. I was just like kind of asking him questions. I didn't know that he was as far along as he was.
Because I remember when that happened, all his buddies, I want to say Psychic Pebbles or whatever, they drew
the
you,
animators?
They drew you retarded.
Oh yeah. Psychic Pebbles, Ego Rap, all these guys that I loved. I still like their work. I think it's
Shadman,
funny. I
did you
hate-
see that?
Uh-uh.
Shadman was one of the illustrators. Go back and have a look. Shadman. Oh
How unfortunate.
God. How unfortunate.
Oh,
Ugh,
damn.
That is. Oh, if you don't know the lore of Shadman, then
Don't look it up.
you're pretty lucky. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Animators.
They drew you retarded.
Oh yeah. Psychic Pebbles, Ego Rap, all these guys that I loved. I still like their work. I think they're funny. I hate their people now. But one of the animators for, did you ever know a show called Metalopolis or Metalocalypse or whatever?
Yeah, on
An Adult Swim. Yeah, that guy. Like there were so many like big animators that came from my throat after that. I was like, oh, okay.
But it's been crazy for me watching your come up because when I like saw you around that time and I didn't like you. And then around like 2017, maybe 17, shout out Bedhead Bernie for getting me into Destiny, but he got me down the Destiny pipeline. That was when you were debating all the skeptic guys like Worski, Sargon,
Tonkasaw.
Tonkasaw.
The crazy people.
Oh God, that name.
Xylie.
Yeah, Nick doesn't let me live that down. Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is the thing, because all these guys that you interact with, I mean, whether it's the skeptics, whether it's RedTube, whether it's the Red Pill, I feel like you're kind of the one left standing.
Obviously.
Well, they all, the thing is, like, they all ride these trends, right? They're all part of these waves. You never had, like, a wave of people you came up with. You kind of assimilate a little bit here and there to get in there, and then you get out very quickly.
People always call me, like, partisan or biased or whatever. My biggest strength is, if you go to Hassan's stream, for instance, you're going to Hassan's stream to see, like, what do progressives think. But if you go to a lot of, like, political people's streams, you're just trying to get, like, their political side of things. But I think when you come to my stream, you're getting, like, my relatively unique take. Like, I'll have, like, different positions on different things, and people enjoy that. But because of that, I can kind of move through time without coming up and then going away.
You don't need to have a big watershed.
The political movements. Like, I didn't rely on Gamergate to build me up, or I didn't need to be, like, a big Bernie bro progressive to build me up, or I didn't need, But
it seemed like a big moment back in the day that was, like, a big kind of turning point for you a little bit. Someone leaked your dick pic on Reddit, and that made, like, front page. And I saw a bunch of people talking about how that kind of made you more, like, part of the Kotaku and action kind of scene a little bit.
Maybe. My issue was just that basically there was a subreddit. Have you ever heard of the subreddit? This might be way before your time. Have you ever heard of a subreddit called Shit Reddit Says?
Barely.
Back in the day, this was like the SJW subreddit. SJW is what my generation called woke people.
Oh, that's what you talked to Vosh about that. He came from there.
He came from there, yeah.
You can see this is an example of the kind of structure that I'm referring to.
But I'm sure Reddit is a subreddit that tried to like which basically people's careers into the ground, and then I was one of their favorite people. So they would like email sponsors, and then if sponsors wouldn't drop me, they would email their sponsors' clients to get them to drop me. Like really hardcore shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Wow.
These people are nasty.
Stuff drops?
Not usually, because I didn't carry too many sponsors, so because I didn't ever want to be hostage for shit like
Without
that.
getting into numbers of these things, like, I mean, with the Keppel stuff back in the day, did you take like a big financial hit? Like when you got kicked off Twitch or stuff like that? Like, was that like...
Twitch was pretty shitty.
Oh shit.
That probably cost me $15,000, $20,000 a month, I think, when I got kicked off Twitch. I'm always kind of like I run my own website with my own subs and everything. I'm always trying to stay a little bit independent, because obviously I have to be able to weather the storms of political opposition.
Yeah.
So
scary.
Yeah, it is.
Squirreling away nuts for the winter.
Something like that, yeah.
You don't seem too reckless with your money, which is probably a good thing.
What do you mean by that? Do you know what this is?
Balenci?
Yeah, and then this is Gucci. They did custom designs for me. I don't know if this is...
Versace.
No, this is Neiman's.
Damn. And now you're here. This is probably the most popular conservative you've debated?
Who?
Alex.
I've been on stage with him before. Alex Jones has kind of tumbled a bit after the Sandy Hook ruling, I think.
I mean, he's not wrong.
And I love how he looked over his shoulder to make sure that he wasn't behind him before he said that. That was pretty funny.
That was hilarious.
But yeah, with him, with those, with the get up is going on at the moment, I would not assume that was like Balenciaga and Gucci. I just thought he probably would have got them out of the bottom of his laundry basket and popped them on.
That's the thing I hate about high fashion now is like it just looks like normal clothes, and what's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Honestly.
Kind of tumbled a bit after the Sandy Hook ruling, I think.
I'm Tom, and this is the Info War. I'm Ewing. I'm gonna get a plug in for this debate. 10 more, okay. I need a sip of coffee.
Ooh.
I just put Alpha Brain in there. Is my form good? This is important trading. For the insurrection. I'll do it, Mr. President. Anything you need.
Sweating
I'll do it.
hardcore.
What's up, buddy?
What's up? How you doing?
Nervous?
Not yet.
The nerves are getting to you now. I know they are.
Yeah, I'm just getting torn up inside.
Calm before the storm. People live in Nebraska?
I know, I moved.
Yeah, there you go.
Dumbass.
Call me a dumbass. I wanna fight.
Their interactions throughout this whole thing is honestly, it's like little brother, big brother vibes.
Yeah, it's cute.
It really is.
It's like they've known each other for a very long time.
Yes.
Almost. Sort of, yeah.
That's
really
exactly
sweet.
how they act. It's like little brother, big brother vibes. The way that Tom's always messing with Destiny, and Destiny's always like, kind of like doing the face palm on him, going, "Go away, you little pesky kid." It's really cute.
We're gonna go to the gym tomorrow.
Dude, no. Don't
We're going to the gym.
Okay?
We're gonna smoke cigarettes and do pre-workout, and we're gonna go to the gym. We're gonna get huge.
Yeah, when I get back from this trip, okay?
Tomorrow, you're gonna bench 225.
Yeah, maybe I can bench half of it, like from the top to the bottom once.
If you do it once, you'll beat Ben Shapiro.
From the top to the bottom.
If you do it once...
And then it's gonna drop back into the...
No, I'll save you, dude. I'll save you.
Yeah, will you?
I'll save you. I'll pull it off your neck, and then I'll push it right now.
Yeah.
Vegan Gains will be proud of me. I wish Richard was here. Shout out Melina. Big shout out. I took her up on a job offer to be part of my production crew. She's helping out. She's actually great at Adobe After Effects. Can we recreate It's Melt Time? But with guys?
No, what the fuck? Uh-oh.
No, okay.
Melt time. It's melt time.
Melt time.
All right, we're about 10 minutes out from the official debate.
Jesus Christ.
That was good.
Destiny sitting over there. Got some guy I recognized from Tim Pool's show. Krasensteins are sat over there. As soon as Destiny got here, he was like, "Did you hear about the indictments? Did you hear about that report?" He's on, he's ready. I can't think of a better person to debate about January 6th than Alex Jones. Definitely gonna be a contentious debate. Obviously, we're a non-political outlet here, so whatever your opinion is, I don't really care. You guys will enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. We're at the debate.
Stephen Bonnell, known as Destiny.
Well, I don't think I probably needed much of an introduction. There's no Russian connection. That's all.
mRNA vaccines.
Take your extra. I want you to take all the shots.
Global warming.
So you know
what the United States used to.
Here, we have.
If we do want insurrection, you know it.
We are there right now. We just were. It's January 6th. If there was any time to go
don't
there.
worry.
Country.
I got your ass.
That's correct.
But the idea that Trump thought that he lost the election, whether you believe it or not, Trump believes that the election was stolen, and he was using the legal recourses available to him at the advice of his legal advisors. That is
not true.
And they use January 6th and this extremely inflated narrative, and they've made it now so that they can charge those people with felonies.
Hey,
insurrection without having to invoke every other Democrat.
I just don't understand how people find this entertaining. I really don't.
I was just thinking the same
I
thing.
can't do debates. I can barely watch them unless it's like some dumb topic. I just can't watch
Really?
that stuff
I
anymore.
love it. I love it. I
used
get
to
really
be
into it.
I used to be into it, but I just can't do it anymore. I've gotten to the point with politics that I don't even want to touch it. Like even
in
watch
one ear,
it.
out the other.
Yeah, I don't even want to watch it anymore. I'm just so jaded by it all.
Ding dong.
No name calling.
No, his name's Ding Dong. Ding Dong, Destiny, whatever it is.
If you don't like the Constitution.
His name's Ding Dong. I mean Destiny, whatever it is. Okay, Alex.
Okay, really? Then why are you saying that Section 3 of Amendment 14 requires a conviction? Alex, why did you say that Section 3 of Amendment 14 requires a conviction?
Why wasn't
Trump indicted?
Why is Hillary saying Trump's
Guys.
Why is Hillary saying Trump's
can you have an answer?
I'm about to stand up, just so you know. That's it. We're done with this conversation.
How does it feel to lose? You don't want to say bye to anyone? Kisses?
Meeting Alex Jones in person was pretty surreal considering how famous the guy is. Or maybe infamous is a better term.
All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. January 6th, 2024.
The debate itself was very entertaining though, but as many debates are, it wasn't very productive and didn't bring a lot of closure to either side.
That's exactly how I feel about debates. Nothing ever happens in debates. The only thing you get is what people feel. There's never any resolution. Ever.
I think those who support J6 and those who don't are probably just as dug in as they were before. But regardless, it was funny.
We just got done with the Alex Jones debate. Destiny, how do you feel about that?
I think it actually went okay.
For you?
I would have done things differently on my own, but I think given what it was, I think it went pretty good, yeah.
How do you feel about the opposing side with Alex, Glenn?
Glenn is a clown. I didn't get to hammer home that enough, unfortunately, because Alex was also a clown, but a much louder one, so he kept cutting me off every time. The Darren guy seemed to be the one that came with the most facts to argue, but he was the most passive. It didn't seem to talk as much because Alex was screaming all the time, so.
Yeah, I feel like probably either side, their audiences are probably not convinced of the other at this point.
I don't think so, not this much, probably not.
No, you weren't even able to get, I think you did a lot of preparation for this one. It seems like you weren't able to put a lot of that to good use.
Yeah, I like to do like the factual argumentation combined with kind of like the punchy rhetorical skill, but that's hard to do when you've got partners. Like for Alex, if Alex wants to shout at me the whole time, I'll shout at him. I can do that forever. But then if my partners want to chime in, I can't really shout over them. And then sometimes they can derail like a line of argumentation I want to go down, and I can't really interrupt them because I have to give them their space. But I will say for this conversation, though, they were the best debate partners I've ever had.
So this is one example.
Oh, well, that's cool. He was nice about it. Aw.
Yeah.
Example of, you've done a lot of in-person debates and conversations and podcasts in the last, I want to say, year and a half. It's really ramped up. Before that, it was mostly you in your room talking to people on stream. Now it feels like, you know, every few weeks I'm getting a new video of you in my feed talking to someone that gets turned into a TikTok clip. You used to stream like 300 hours a month, and now you're getting down to like 160, 170, and your audience is kind of jilted about that. They're not too happy with that. Do you think that you're doing yourself a disservice by, you know, giving so much leverage to other people's platforms when you could be focusing on your own home?
No, I mean, it's on the expanded time. Like my audience might get mad about it, but like my concurrent viewership is like 12 or 13K now, probably because I'm expanding so much.
And that's higher than it used to be?
Yeah, and like I'm showing up on more shows, I'm like making more connections, like more people know about me, even if they're not all necessarily.
That's exactly what he's doing. He's making connections and like an audience that didn't even know about him, or like they knew about him, but they didn't know where to find him, or, you know, him speaking in front of them makes them curious to go and watch his streams. It's all about getting yourself out there and seeing people.
And 300 hours a month? Are you kidding me? Like, that's like 11, 12 hours a day, 10 hours a day, like non-stop every single day.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Viewers yet or whatever, but going on to all of the different platforms with all the totally different audiences, I think it's really good for awareness of me in general.
Obviously you have a lot of opponents. Who would you consider like someone that you're like, okay, that's my buddy, that's a good buddy that I like to talk to, and maybe someone not from your community, not an orbiter, but somebody who you've had a conversation with on a mainstream platform?
Yeah, I don't know. Usually the people that I'm fighting with or I disagree with are so out there compared to what I believe. It's hard to say if we mind meld much. because like there's a wide basket of people that I can talk to and have good conversations with. We don't agree on everything.
Do you think conservatives are retarded?
Not all of them, but the Trump defending ones.
There's a lot of videos of you saying conservatives are retarded.
I think the Trump defending ones are unhinged. I feel like all of my debates over this January 6th stuff is like pretty evident of that.
Is this like anti-intellectual, anti-literature, anti-history, anti-data thing, like something you find very frustrating these days?
Yeah, but I wouldn't call it anti-intellectual or anti-data. I would call it populism. I think it's the idea that you have these like heroic figures that are larger than life, and everybody around them is trying to bring them down. And the only person you can look to is your particular populist figure.
So you're comfortable with the current?
It's like them being a martyr, almost, basically.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why I don't believe in deplatforming, because once you deplatform them, you run the risk of making them even more popular. Because of people being people become martyrs.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That those people that become martyrs are trying to appeal to people that are like everyday people, you know, and like ordinary everyday people, and that's what that populism kind of means. Is like they're like saying that they're basically talking on behalf of them, going against like, you know, elite groups or establishments or, you know, big high, you know, profile like people basically. And it's like, you know, they're getting the man down. It's just like, well, yeah, that's where most of the people are kind of well, the ones that are getting a little bit popular at this stage, that's where they are, and he's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Administration then?
I like kids better than people. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
I think he's done a great job.
His cabinet maybe? I mean, he's not even, I mean, I see videos of him, he's really not.
Sure. Even if I just say his cabinet, his cabinet is.
I mean, there's this video, some comedian talked about how, like, when he finishes speeches, he turns into a Roomba. Like, he just goes all over the place on stage, doesn't even know where he is. Do you think that's, like, a major, I mean, that seems like a big issue to me.
Even if I were to say that it is a big issue, like, if I compare, like, the Biden administration to the Trump administration, the Biden administration has, like, gotten an unprecedented amount of major legislation passed. I think the foreign policy decisions have been incredibly good, better than I could have expected. There's still some domestic issues, obviously, that we have to sort through, but this is, like, we're still in kind of, like, the fallout of COVID, the fallout of low interest rates, the fallout of, like, the international pressure on, you know, food and oil and everything. I think he's doing a really good job. Or I think his administration is.
Well, if he's doing a good job, you think he's gonna win?
I think if he runs against Trump again, I think he'll win. Now that you're coming off the back of what we lost abortion under Roe v. Wade, you've got all the Trump indictments. I have a hard time believing that Trump would win against Biden in the second time, but
there's kind of an inherent distrust of the government, of, you know, intelligence agencies. I mean, CIA, FBI have like hundreds and hundreds of memes about them.
Oh God, I hate this part of the documentary. I'm gonna be honest. I hate this part of it.
Oh really? Why
yeah,
is
because
that?
I have a lot of things to say, but I don't want to say them because I don't talk about it on my platforms.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, politics is a big thing, and it's like one of those things that I can't even weigh in on because it's not even my country. You know what I mean? But like, it's like I do get what he's talking about with the Roe v. Wade stuff, and I don't think a lot of people are gonna go for Trump again. But then saying that, like,
a lot of people thought he wasn't going to win the first time either.
That's true. That's what I was about to go with that, and so I don't know. Like,
you never know until it happens.
Scary.
I've
really.
seen an awful lot of people say they didn't vote for him last time, but they are going to this time. I'm seeing that a lot more.
Right.
Yeah. So you never know. You never know.
Are you in favor of our intelligence community in the United States?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think a healthy distrust is good, but it just can't be blind and stupid. Like, I think we should always be investigating these agencies and trying to hold them accountable. Like, we can see that they made mistakes during all of the Russian investigation stuff, that there was definitely an element of political bias that is probably pervasive through at least the FBI, according to the Durham report. So there's things to hold them accountable for sure.
And why do you think that these guys have such large, followings? I mean, InfoWars is definitely a larger following than you, right?
Okay, listen, I'm working on it, okay?
Are you? I mean, maybe now.
I'm pretty sure they're worth like negative $1
maybe
billion.
He made more prior to the lawsuit. He made more.
Yeah, true. I think people, when they shop for news, they look for stuff that makes them feel good.
But that's their main criticism of the mainstream media, right? That they just feed slob. Do you think you have people in your audience that probably go to you for that content slob?
Yeah, probably most of them. That's why there's like a joke where like if a certain video is coming out and people are watching in my stream and they all have like an opinion they think I have or whatever, and then I watch the full video and then I give a take, but it's the opposite. They spam that like the driving guy emote because they're all doing like a 180 because like, oh shit. So yeah, there are people that watch me that copy my opinion and should be doing more critical thinking, but I encourage people to think for themselves and to evaluate their stuff. And I think my audience is pretty good at being critical of me. Like, whereas as much as people say I ban everybody that disagrees, like there's a healthy amount of
There's a decent amount of hate on your subreddit for you.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, it's funny to see. And me sometimes a little bit, which is also funny.
Yeah.
Past few years, you've had a lot of drama.
You know what? That's the one subreddit I've never seen. I've never been on DGG.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've never been on that subreddit. I don't think I don't think I've ever been on that subreddit.
It's interesting.
Is it?
Yeah, there's a lot of opinions, which is pretty good.
Oh,
like,
I'm sure.
you know, It's just because, like, usually when you go to a subreddit and it's about like one thing, it's all like for that one thing. You hardly see any negative because, like, you know, the mods and people kind of like try and get rid of all that sort of stuff to make it more of a hive mind situation, as we've seen in the past with some things that we've covered on here. But yeah, DGG is pretty good in like calling out different things and having different opinions, and there's always like an argument or a debate, which is pretty interesting. So it's a little bit different than other Reddits, subreddits.
Okay.
We've had a lot of drama.
Hell yeah.
One of the dramas that I was most interested in was with Keffals.
Wow, we spent the past 2 weeks working on some stuff. Yeah, here we go. I went with the title, Keffals, a case study on internet terrorism and mass media manipulation.
And I saw not that long ago that you had...
That was so good. That Keffals manifesto was amazing. He literally took her down with that manifesto. It was amazing.
Like lunch or dinner with Keffals and Brianna Wu. What was that like?
I mean, Keffals apologized to me. She said that she felt like she was in the wrong with her witch hunting stuff and that she was a little bit too overzealous online.
Did you accept that?
Yeah, I mean, if somebody apologizes and she had a history at that point of, I think, a few months of like fighting with people that were pretty on the far left, I mean, like, I'll accept any apology, I guess, but then I have to see how you behave in the future. To see
I mean, she tried to destroy you.
Yeah,
she did in a way. I mean, she claims she didn't, but I think she definitely played a hand in getting you
probably
deplatformed.
did, yeah, for sure. That's how it goes. It's the internet game.
You can forgive that?
I mean, that's what they do, you know? I think I look at people's like states of mind and I try to assess like how reasonable their actions were and like what kind of person it would take to do a particular thing.
They were completely unreasonable the entire time.
They were understandable. She didn't know me. I came off as transphobic. She had a whole community hyping her, and she's like, oh, okay, let's go. And there was like that kind of mob mentality shit. Yeah, it was bad. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and defend the behavior. I'm just saying that like I would view that a lot different than like a friend backstabbing me or something, or like a personal acquaintance I find out has been doing like really shitty shit. Like I would hold that to a way higher standard.
Well, maybe you're just so black because you've had that happen too.
Maybe.
Because you've had that. Okay, holy shit. You just had a big one.
What was the big one?
Melina.
She backstabbed me?
I mean, she didn't backstab you, but I mean, you had a big falling out with her.
I don't know. I still like Melina. I'm gonna be honest. I still like Melina. I just think that their relationship just didn't work. I think it's, I feel like with Melina, it was that's life type of thing. You know, like, hey, that's just life. That's what happens.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know. I still like her. I still dig her.
Person you were probably closest to for the past 5 years?
Maybe had a big falling out. Depends on what you mean by falling out, I guess.
A divorce?
Oh, when I think of falling out, I think of like public drama. Like
well, there was some public drama. I mean, she tried not to be involved, but
yeah, exactly.
Her guy, Memetics, Memetix, he was involved.
Yeah.
And then at a certain point, she was asking you for $100,000.
Without getting too deep into it, basically, her living situation in Sweden is becoming a little bit more complicated because of decisions to leave Sweden, and so she felt like the moral thing would have been for me to pay her back.
Does she actually feel that way? Does that make any fucking sense?
She probably was just saying she could play on my old feelings for her to get her to pay the money back.
Did any part of you want to give her that?
Absolutely not.
That just seems...
Did any part of you want to give it to her? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Stand your ground, dude.
One thing about Destiny, you're not gonna play with his money. That's for sure.
Nah. He worked too hard for that.
Yep.
Okay, this is the thing I don't understand. Okay, you're such a fucking emotionally, I want to say detached person. I mean, I guess I'm not talking to you about your feelings every day. You probably have people you talk to about that.
Like your mom.
Yes, like my mom. You got her. Okay. But you're so emotionally detached from these things. Like you just had like a mind divorce. In my mind, you'd like need to take like a month off streaming to like take baths. And...
I don't think it was a mind divorce. I think we had.
Is any divorce not a mind?
I think some could be a mind. Yeah, for sure. But me and her we had like some problems with our relationship. Some of them gotten a lot worse over the last year. And then through the lens of like another person, I started to realize like, okay, hold on, this is like really fucked. And after analyzing that, understanding it, and then introspecting on it, and then realizing what I wanted going forward, I was like, okay, well, this obviously isn't working. So it's easy for me to take a step back from that. But I can understand like, if I was in a situation, like some guys might be married for like 10 or 15 years and you think it's the love of your life and everything's perfect, and then you find out like they cheated on you, that could be like my world is crashing down moment, you know?
In your previous relationships, have you had sort of a more emotional response to when it ends?
I mean, I had an emotional response. I was sad. I mean, obviously, sad when your relationship ends, but hopefully
like some young guys have like mental...
I think what Destiny did was he just kept on working and it got off his mind, to get it off his mind.
Yeah, he did what he just normally did, where, like, you know, streamed his normal 10, 11 hours a day and just continued on doing what he was doing. Like, I think it's easy for someone like Destiny to literally compartmentalize situations like that because of how his head works. Like, he's easily can just turn stuff off and turn things on when he needs to.
No nonsense and, like, logical. And I feel like he can just look at it for what it is and then move on.
Yep.
Breakdowns when the girls break up with them.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I can find something a lot better, obviously. If there was that much fighting or that many issues towards the end, I can do way better than that, I would say. She probably feels the same way, so she won't, but sorry. I'm sorry. That was.
She'll hit up Asmon Gold.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't see you interact with like the main Twitch streamers.
Well, I can't now because I'm banned from Twitch. I can't go on their streams. Prior to this, I did quite a bit though. Yeah.
You were?
Yeah.
What about Mizkif?
What about him?
Is he evil?
Evil? No, I think he's really like content brain driven. But I don't think he would deny that he is. But I don't think he's like a horrible person right now.
What about that whole Adriana Lee thing?
I do not agree.
For this situation right here.
I do not agree. I think Ms. Kiff is a very, very bad person.
Yeah, well, he's not wrong in the fact that it's content brained, but
no, I agree with
for
that,
the wrong
too.
reasons. Yeah,
I agree with that. He's very content brain.
Yeah, I think that's pretty shitty.
The story there is his friend Crazy Slick.
I think basically he was friends with Crazy Slick. I think he was trying to cover for Crazy Slick, and in doing so, kind of railroaded the story of somebody else because the whole situation seemed kind of like dumb and silly. Maybe to him, obviously I think it was bad. I think it was dumb. He shouldn't have done it. I think he knows he probably shouldn't have done it, but I don't think it was like the worst, most horrible, evil thing in the world. I feel like most streamer people are just like very like content and clout brained. That's probably like the worst in general.
I mean, it's fine to be career driven. That makes sense, but
yeah, but like
it's
the
kind
fake
of
friendships and everything, the two-faced friendships feels kind of lame, I guess, for people. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's to such a crazy extent, but to me, the dichotomy between you and them is like they have these fake friendships, but they're also way more emotionally involved and like hysterical. And I've never seen you like cry on stream. I feel like I've seen every streamer cry.
Is that what you want from me?
Maybe a little, maybe just some fucking humanity. You're like a robot a little bit.
I mean, I'm generally pretty good about having like decent length from people in terms of my expectations. Like it's pretty rare that somebody like, there's huge drama and I'm like, I never saw that coming. Like there've been a couple people for sure, but generally like when, like I have a history of associating with a lot of crazy people.
You've had so much.
I still can't believe that he didn't expect Mr. Girl to do what Mr. Girl did.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because like he's so... They're so different in the way they approach things. And Mr. Girl is very, very emotional when he approaches stuff. And then he tries to act like it's not. And it's like, I don't know whether he was blindsided by that or not, to be honest, because that feels like it's something that I think he would have come up with, like in his assessing of people, which what he does. Like, he just, like, I feel like that wasn't something that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I feel like he would have seen that coming.
Well, maybe it's one of those situations you don't see it if you're in it. Because if you would just notice how Mr. Girl talked to Destiny, he talked to Destiny like Destiny was his dad.
Yeah.
Was his father. And you could tell that if Destiny ended up taking an opposite take of Mr. Girl was going to flip out. And that's exactly what happened. And it was the Real Doll video that did it for Destiny.
Yeah.
When he was berating his girlfriend and she was crying and he was laughing and eating the damn orange and stuff like that.
Oh, that orange, man. That was like... I think
sorry.
That's one of those things that are going to stick with me for a very long time.
If you bite into an orange like that, you are a psychopath.
Apparently that was something that they would like just do. Like whenever they have a fight, he'd go grab an orange and then just eat it. And and I think that was something to like to try and sort of calm the waters, so to speak, between him and her, and like try to get her to like laugh at it. But it wasn't one of those situations where you could laugh at. It was very, very serious. And that's the thing, is like he just takes things to the next level almost every time something gets into that sort of situation. Like he goes to that point where it's sort of like goes back around to being stupid or silly, and it's like, nah, dude, see it for what it is. Like she's upset, and the way that he went about that was insane. Yeah.
Much drama. I mean, Lav, Redacted, Mr. Girl.
He said something about that. This guy is very smart, and I don't find a lot of people that I feel like I can have a meaningful conversation with that feels very real. It makes me upset that a person like this could be lost into nothing. Like, this guy is creative. He hasn't blown up yet. What if he never did? That would make me very sad.
I mean, these are people you knew personally. You were having on stream regularly. You've been falling outs within the last year. Isn't that like, do you not just look at the past year and just think like, oh, look at all these tattered up relationships that I had that fell apart?
Well, more specifically, the past year's actually been pretty good. I haven't had like almost any drama.
Was it before the past year?
But the year before that was probably the craziest year of drama. I don't know, it was really good viewership the whole time. Like,
content brain, content. There we go.
A little bit crazy towards the end.
There's the content brain.
I mean, I think the issue, it sounds like I'm jerking myself off, but I mean, like, I've had 15 years of streaming. I think I can say this. I don't think that I've done anything that bad, really.
No, but throughout all that, you haven't had as many falling outs like that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that like when these falling outs happen and these people like attacking me or whatever, usually it's just kind of like fun and we just roll with it and see where it goes. It's not like somebody can expose me on some crazy shit. which I think is like what a lot of people are worried about, because my private life is so public, it makes it really hard to actually hurt me or attack me in a lot of ways, because like, what are you gonna say?
I guess beyond that, I mean, doesn't it bother you to like get to know someone intimately and then have them go nuts on you?
I mean, it would depend on how intimately I knew them. Like for Lav and Mr. Girl, I think I'd seen Lav in real life one time. I don't think I'd ever seen Max in real.
Well, we learned about that one time, and quite frankly, I did not need to watch that.
Yeah, didn't need to know about
on
that.
J-Stalk's stream, when they were going in on what happened when they saw each other, I was like, why are y'all doing this on a live stream? Oh my God. I even I didn't even subtweet about it. I was like, I have learned more about Destiny's sex life than I've ever wanted to know. Thank you very much.
True.
Real life. So
like, but you spoke so highly of him. You were like, he's one of the first people who I feel like is totally walls down, honest, willing to have a conversation with no preconceived like restrictions.
Yeah, I think
around
he
it.
kind of is. Yeah, maybe a little bit more.
But like when you find someone like that and you like cling on to them, and then within 6 months that relationship just goes down the fucking shit, doesn't that?
I think
that doesn't keep you up at night a little bit? Like, well, fuck.
No, because it's not like I relied on him a lot for something emotionally or like for some kind of friendship or whatever. He was a really interesting guy to talk to. He still is interesting, but he's also kind of tried to call me a rapist, so
yeah,
kind of weird. But
yeah. True.
I think that if it,
I mean, true. That whole manifesto that Mr. Girl wrote was atrocious. That thing was atrocious. Chud Logic made a lot of money off of that manifesto.
Oh yeah. Speaking of content brain, he knows when to step in and start looking at shit, doesn't he?
Yep.
Chud's awesome with that.
Yeah, look how much money he made off of the Mama Mac stuff. Like he covered every single little minute aspect of it. I was like, I can't do it. I was getting burnt out. I was like, I don't know how Chud does it. I really don't.
Yeah.
With somebody like if Melina had gone like public and just started like talking me a ton, I'd be like, oh, well, that's kind of shitty. Or somebody that I would consider like a close like actual personal friend like started talking me a ton, that would be like, oh, that doesn't feel good.
Like I have like 5 people I call like good friends. You seem to have like, I mean, I don't really know, but you seem to have like a lot of connections to people you're constantly meeting and.
Yeah, I've got a lot of connections to people, and probably a few close personal friends. Yeah.
Does that get? Do you think your lifestyle is making these things messy? I mean, a lot of people will point to your relationships, like the polyamorous relationships.
Melina considered Bob Seven her closest friend, and it seemed as though he felt somewhat similar. So like he's made references to like, oh, I hope that I hope I can make you happy.
Bob Seven, the Bob Seven. Yep.
Oh God.
Yep.
Melina confided in Bob Seven regarding all sorts of matters in her life, whether it was the consensual sharing of nudes. Their communication over the next several months, from April to November, would continue without incident.
And then you're always flying out to meet these people. You have like this giant web of connections, and then once in a while, behind the scenes, somebody like Melina will go and shit talk you to 10 different people and ruin your relationships. Do you think this is like conducive to your success? Is this just like a byproduct of the lifestyle you want to live?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I would trade any of it for. Like, I've had a lot of fun the past 15 years of streaming. I've had a lot of fun the past 5 years. I would say even like the totality of my relationship with Melina.
Think about it. He's been streaming for 15 years.
Yeah, that's a long time.
15 years. That is a really long, that's a long lifespan of a streamer. I mean, he was the first one to do it full time.
Yeah.
You know, that's crazy.
I think it was a lot of fun. A lot of it was but I also learned a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I think for me, what like things that are too much is if it's getting to the point where I'm having to take like a lot of days off streaming because I'm having to like emotionally process stuff in order to move forward, then I would have to be like, okay, well, this is not good. But generally, like if shit gets and I can stream it and we can chat about it and I just like keep working, it's like, you know, it is what it is.
One of the things people bring up against you, we're going deeper now.
Oh shit.
One of the things a lot of people bring up against you is they say you're a bad father.
Sure, damn.
Why'd you move so far away from your son?
For work related.
I can't stand that when people bring in his son. His son has absolutely nothing to do with how he views things or anything like that. Leave his son out of it. I hate it when people bring up his son. You know, you don't bring up real life like that. Don't go after somebody's kids. I can't stand that. If you have to do that, that means you've already lost.
Yeah, they're digging further, trying to find something to pin him on, and that's all it is. It's just like, dude, just leave his family alone. His personal stuff's his personal stuff. You know?
Exactly.
He doesn't broadcast everything for a reason.
Yep.
Related reasons. Do you think I should have uprooted his life and brought him with me to California?
When's the last time you saw your kid?
I don't know. Do you want like the age he was when I saw him last? Do you want me to tell you what he was wearing? You foul fuck, or
stop talking about people's sons. Him. He had a child, and he's just paying for the child's existence.
Wow.
Abortion was
Who's
the
this
correct
dude?
action here.
Now, City, you abandoned your
Did you
child
hear
to
what
go
the
play
dude
StarCraft
said?
in Miami.
You talked about how missing Nebraska a little bit.
Eva, did you hear what he said?
Abortion was the correct option here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's disgusting.
That is sickening. He looks like that actually meme, you know. That's why I was like, who's that dude? Yeah, that's gross. That is gross.
And thinking about how maybe things could have been different if you had stuck around to be with your kid. Do you regret how things went there? Do you wish you were...
Regret which part?
I guess just not being there all the time.
I mean, like, yeah, to some extent, of course. When I originally was there in Nebraska, I felt like being there was like super inhibiting to my career. So I had a little bit of a conversation with his mom about like, could all of us maybe move to California or Florida? But that was like completely off the table.
Is this when you were together?
No, but we were like still co-parenting. Obviously, because she had her whole family there and his mom had her job and everything there, like she doesn't want to just pack up and move states. He's kind of locked down there for as long as he wants to be with his mom and his family and his friends there. And then I felt like if I lived in different areas, there'd probably be a lot more career opportunities available to me. Some people said I just moved to places to f people, but I mean, I was just fly out of people. So I waited until he turned 8 because I was trying to think like, well, do I want to leave when he's like 2? That feels kind of weird because he doesn't even know who I am. So I waited a little bit. I was like, well, he's 8. We can have a conversation. He can kind of understand it. When he was, I think, either 8 or 9, I moved to California initially so that him and his mom, because they were living like in a kind of a shitty apartment at the time, and then she moved into my house with him, and so he lives there now. So we'd go to the same school and hang out with his family and everything.
Then you wish you were like, I don't know. I'm not trying to do a gotcha moment here. I'm just genuinely curious. I hope you don't feel like
I mean, like more present or more. Yeah, for sure. Like to some extent, like I prioritize probably my career a little bit over like my relationship with him.
Yeah.
I mean, God will judge us.
God will.
Yeah, and I remember that like there was a period where I look back at these texts sometimes. It was so unbelievable. I'm like texting my kid's mom saying shit like I'm a horrible person, like take Nathan away from me. I don't ever want to see him again. Like I'm a horrible don't blah blah blah. And it's like I'd never say anything like this in my life. I'm the most high driven, like confident person. It was like crazy to me to see it. But
yeah, I mean, like I try to provide obviously financially for him as much as I can. But I mean, obviously that's also no substitution for like having your dad hang out with you every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess at the end of the day, it's balancing out like how like after this I'm gonna fly and visit him on my way back to Miami.
I think Destiny is just a workaholic.
Yeah.
I feel like if he, I feel like even if he was say still with the mom and he was working a regular job, he would throw his whole entire self into that job. I just think he just is a workaholic on whatever he does.
I got a question.
Yeah.
I'm not being funny at all. I actually just don't know. Is he autistic?
Yeah.
Who?
I feel like
Okay.
he's Destiny.
I don't know if he's autistic. He's definitely ADHD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I was
excuse
just
me.
wondering.
I don't know. I don't know for a fact if he's ADHD, but my God, he carries a lot of the symptoms. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So.
But obviously that's not the same as living there.
No. Do you see him? You see him what, a few times a year at least?
Yeah, I mean like several times a year. Usually whenever I'm doing trips or traveling, I'll fly out and hang out with him. And then we talk kind of on Discord and stuff. Although he kind of gravitated a little more from games and does real life shit now. So
well, that's good. He's not like you then. He's horrible.
Not good.
Is he like you?
Yeah, he's a carbon copy of me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his mom reminds me all the time.
Wow, that's funny. I know she loves that.
Yeah, for sure.
The career. That's like your whole shit. You're like I have this a little bit, but you're like psychotically in. Like I don't even know. Do you take a lot of days off? You just seem like you're so on.
Yeah, I think every part of my life kind of revolves around it. But I also super enjoy it too. Like I've said, like if I worked at McDonald's, I would come home and probably get on Twitter and like start fighting with people and shit.
Yeah.
It's just
You did it for 15 years. Is this like this is it? You think till you die?
Who knows? Maybe I'll retire soon and go hang out with my kid more. Or maybe I'll get banned from everything. So.
With the Alex Jones debate officially wrapped up, we had one extra day in Austin to just hang out.
I've never had a Camel Crush that did me wrong, you know? Unlike cars, my friends, my bank account, I've never had a cigarette that like f***ed me up in like a bad way. Like every time I would have been like, oh, that was good. That made my day better. That made my life improve. I feel stronger, lighter, focused. I feel lasered in. I feel dialed in. I feel like my swag, which was turned low, was just turned way the f*** up, okay?
Oh my God,
Yes.
Mom.
Yes, cigarettes.
I can tell you a cigarette. Okay, listen. I can tell you a cigarette never did that to me ever. Just saying.
I
Oh
love
my
cigarettes.
God.
I did love cigarettes. They were just good.
I miss smoking.
Are you lighting a cigarette right now?
Yeah,
I am.
Wow, Eva. Wow.
You see what she does to
sure.
us?
She is some kind of bitch, I'll tell you.
You know what I think? I think we should
Some
find a
kind of-
replacement. We need to find a replacement.
Come on. You know what? You're going to have to pretty much soon anyway because of my job. Like, not a full replacement. But
I was
someone's
about to
gonna
say.
pop in on streams.
Wait, excuse me. I hit that button wrong. No, we're not finding a replacement. No. You don't get to step away, okay? You were just gonna just not be available 2 times a week, and we'll just, have little guest people come up, okay?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm always going to be here, but like not as often. That's the thing. So yeah, we're going to have some.
We're still
going to
need you. We're still going to need you for the thumbnails, though. Just saying.
Yeah, of course.
Just throwing that out there. We're going to need the thumbnails.
More cigarettes. Okay. Do you have any weapons that are made for like maybe like younger individuals? You don't think so? So you'd say that maybe someone of his stature probably is not allowed to shoot a gun?
Good one.
Okay, that's fair. That makes sense. Okay, I appreciate it. We just want to get
He
that.
meant no as in he wouldn't say that. No as in not that I'm not allowed to shoot.
No as in you cannot shoot a gun.
No, that's not what he
No as
misunderstood. It was a double negative.
no as in your IQ is too low. You shoot a gun. I feel a presence.
If I come to your house and I'm banging on the door and
Yeah.
saying open up, are you gonna come out with the Glock and kill me?
I would shoot you from the window.
From the window like a sniper?
Yeah.
Chris Kyle?
Exactly. The thing that's like about guns is that most people that are into guns are also retarded and Republican. The donor operator guy seems cool. I haven't seen him say anything or do anything stupid, but I know like the problem is that sometimes they invite a lot of like very political people. Like the last gun thing they did, I saw fucking Alex Stein was there. I'm not gonna be in any proximity to this guy at all. So yeah.
You wanna be around him?
No, I don't. I'll never.
About him?
Anybody that goes into like the kid jokes or the wife jokes, I never associate with a gun. Which is stupid.
That's the lie.
I feel the same way about Alex Stein. I don't like him at all.
Yeah, he's a bit too much. I think just in like even in person when he goes up to people and gets personal, and it's gross. It
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah, I know. Alex Stein is a very gross person to me. I don't find him funny at all.
No, and I don't know how Stardust actually sat next to him through that whole thing where they went and visited. Like they went to like some sort of debate thing, and she was sitting next to him, and he was saying some weird shit to her the entire time. I don't know how she stood there and did that. Like,
Yeah.
Poor girl.
I don't know how Stardust does some of the things she does either. I'm like, girl, that couldn't be me.
What?
Well, I feel like because like you hang out with a lot of people who you maybe would consider kind of, I don't know. I mean, okay.
That's usually my red line. That's why I cut off Sneeko and Zerka completely. Forever.
Here's one criticism I have of you.
Yeah,
Real criticism. Okay?
Yeah, criticize me, baby.
Fuentes. One of the biggest criticisms Destiny gets is in regards to platforming controversial people, like Nick Fuentes, head of the America First movement. Some people believe he should not be platforming far-right figures because there is implicit danger if their ideas spread. Others believe these ideas need to be debated out in the open.
Whether or not he was a Nazi or wouldn't have changed him coming on my platform. I think for a while America First was trying to get away from the crazy ultra like Jewish Nazi shit. Maybe there's still like memes and jokes, but I do think they were, especially with like AFPAC and everything, I think they were trying to move towards like a little bit more mainstream, like probably still like a little bit of the Nazi jokes and shit, but less than they were before. But I think that as soon as he got hooked up with Kanye, I think all of that went completely back, and now they're like totally back on there. Because Fuentes was on a bit of an upshoot before the Kanye shit. AFPAC was really successful. They got what, like 2 Congress people?
Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor.
Yeah, that's a really big deal. That's more than any fucking lefty has ever done for their shit on YouTube. When I'm criticizing his point of view, what I tell people is you should just criticize the point of view. Because the problem is that when you run into somebody, especially somebody who's like a little bit more politically adept, like Fuentes or America First, go, oh, you're a Nazi. They're gonna start bringing up like a million things that like actual Nazis believe, and they're gonna say, well, we break from Nazis here, and then you're just gonna look like an idiot. Rather than call somebody a Nazi, like just criticize the positions. Like I disagree with Fuentes on like any race realism shit, any like weird immigration shit, any like race-based like stuff like that. But I'll just fight on the policies. But people are very quick to just be like, oh, he's a Nazi, and then it's like done. And
but then you cut him off.
That's because people overuse that word.
Honestly, I was gonna say that was the most I've ever heard the word Nazi in like a 1-minute span. Just that was a lot. Yeah.
Well, I mean, and his point is true though. Basically,
Yeah,
his
no,
point
yeah.
is people overuse the hell out of that word. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh
Yeah.
my god, that word doesn't mean anything anymore.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
not wrong. Yeah, and you're not wrong. That is true. Yeah, the more times you use it, it becomes more of like a staple in conversation, and then just doesn't mean what it's supposed to mean. It's just, yeah, it runs backwards. It's dumb.
What?
You kind of like you wouldn't do content like that.
I'm trying to think. The current reason I listen to Blacklist because he does the crazy aggressive deplatforming shit. Like the group of people will spam report people if they don't like you, which I think is hypocritical and annoying.
Haven't you done that a little bit?
Nah.
I've seen some old video of you reporting Nick's Twitch getting him banned.
Who? Did that ever happen?
On stream. This was like 2018 or something. You saw he was on Twitch
Here's
and
the thing that
you
gets
flagged
rewritten. You should ask my community also if you ever want lore, because they know shit better than I do sometimes. Because there was a big 2v2 debate that I had with me and Hassan versus Nick Fuentes and Sargon of Akkad. And I remember after that stream, Nick's stream got banned. And I complained on stream, and I messaged my partner contact because I said like just curious, like why did he get banned? Because if I'm debating somebody saying I'm pro-platforming and then they get banned afterwards, that makes me look stupid. Like why the fuck would I ever do that? But there might have been, because I know that people say I spam reported Nick after that debate, and I'm almost positive I didn't.
There's
I know
some video
that,
of you on stream, not spam.
That might have been.
You actively are like pressing the report.
That might have been a year before or 2 years earlier, but there was a time when I first started getting into politics where I kind of believed in the like, well, maybe we shouldn't platform like certain points of view. But that position has changed over time. By the time COVID rolled around, my position was I don't care about like hate speech or anything like that, but I can understand people banning for like aggressive like misinformation or disinformation, like people just like lie online. Like if you want to spam racial slurs, whatever, that's another thing. But prior to that, I kind of went back and forth to where I was like, well, maybe we should like debate everybody. But then I would get salty because when I would get banned, they would all cheer on like me getting banned. And I think at some point I'm like, well, these guys. So I kind of go back and forth. But for the past like 2 or 3 years, I've been pretty like, yeah.
Because there was a time in
I mean, honestly, why would you care if somebody got banned that would celebrate you getting banned? And you could still be against it and go, oh, darn. You know what I mean?
You get what you get.
Yeah, you get what you get. I'm not going to sit here and have a sign for you to be back on your platform either, you know?
Yeah, but I feel like him like actually physically banning someone on stream or reporting them or whatever, it just makes everyone else want to do it because Destiny's doing it.
Yeah.
So I can see what's happening there. Yeah.
True.
in 2018 when you would talk about like People who deserve to be deplatformed are people who actively spread misinformation.
That was one of the
social media.
misinformation thing, yeah.
But you don't hold that opinion anymore?
No, I don't think so. I don't think that works.
Why not?
Because one, because the ideas are really pervasive, so it doesn't really work to just ban them out of existence. Obviously, it didn't work for COVID misinformation, it doesn't work for Trump misinformation, it didn't work for vaccine misinformation. So you probably have to be able to like confront it and deal with it. And then two, it's because I had a big shift in terms of how I view like combating misinformation. For a long time, you've heard like the saying like the truth can barely get its pants on before like a lie gets halfway around the world. There's like all these things or whatever. A lot of people on the right spend a lot of time making their stuff very entertaining, very funny, and that's how they're so good at like messaging to people. And I think people on the left just like don't even try. I think if you try hard enough, I think you can combat it. It just takes a lot of effort. Yeah.
So you'd say probably these viewpoints, you have a very pragmatic approach to them.
All of it is
like
pragmatic,
whatever
hopefully.
works.
Yeah.
Societally, if it did get rid of those opinions to censor all that misinformation, all those people, you'd be in favor of deplatforming if it was just like you get them off the platform and then
I think it would depend on the type of misinformation and the level of harm, I think. If let's say hypothetically, let's say there was some piece of misinformation you could spread that would get people to like eat Tide Pods or something. And let's say that this particular piece of information was so juicy that like if somebody heard it, there was like a 30% chance that they were gonna start eating Tide Pods. I might say like, okay, well maybe the speech needs to be banned because like 100 million people just died from eating Tide Pods. Maybe. I can't imagine there's anything like that, but I mean people just need to do a better job at arguing.
What do you mean?
One side of your beard really comes in.
It happened. TikTok, it was like a Tide Pod trend, and everyone started eating them. Like it was so dumb, and like people actually got really sick.
Yeah, I think that's his point when he said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Maybe I'm a little bit too autistic for this conversation.
The other doesn't.
Because it's called alopecia. I got so stressed out when I was fucking your mom in the ass after she told me she had AIDS that I was worried for a while I was gonna get.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, the mom jokes are
I love it.
These boys.
HIV, and then a bunch of hair fell out.
It's kind of interesting because it's like a very like, there's like none there and it's all there.
I was half joking, but I'm serious. Yeah.
Oh, it looks nice? You think it looks nice?
No, it's fun.
You have like
Yeah, but there's like a thing that hopefully comes back in 6 months.
Having any facial hair is good.
just 1 or 2 spots is gonna make things.
Okay, hold on. You're the person that she's rizzing right now. Can we get like a review? Like, how would you review Destiny's appearance? Like, how would we review Destiny?
Up. No, stop. Let's go.
This is Destiny's new trad princess, by the way. This is Destiny's, guys. We're here with
go,
Destiny's
go.
trad Roypet. Destiny's red-pilled girlfriend, okay?
Oh.
Huh.
She's a cute thing.
Oh, yeah, she's cute.
Yeah.
We're gonna make the Aryan race proud. Wait, do you have blue eyes? Whoa!
Oh my God.
That's beautiful.
Nice. You're on safe right now. I know I am. Oh, okay. Sighting my target. Okay, try to be a safe gun. Oh, Jesus. Let me operate. Okay. My God.
Feel more badass now.
That's good. Okay.
Oh my God, I'm in Destiny's car. Can we play all the classic Destiny tracks? Like, do you love black people?
Dude, oh my God, the one with the Jesse Lee Peterson?
Destiny. How did you get the name? Is that a lady name?
Yeah, kind of. I made it when I was like 9.
Online, you pretend to be a woman?
No, I just have a feminine name, I guess.
Yeah, that's a girl name. Men who are liberals are betas. Are you a beta male?
I don't think so.
Beta.
Yeah, dude, like when you like call your beta. Oh, that was so good. So we decided to do some fun gamer things, some fun soy things with Destiny, which included going to an arcade bar, the favorite watering hole among soy gamers in Texas. Although in fairness, I actually enjoyed it quite a bit, so count me in, I guess.
Oh, were you on easy? He was on medium?
We were both on medium.
Oh my God.
Please get Charlie and play your mom's pussy.
Yeah, well,
Oh dear God. You can tell they actually have like a friendship. It's really cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
True.
Melt time is fucking back.
Dancer on Marty, look cool. Probably one of the most awkward things is when you're like, somebody comes up to you in a public area, they're kind of like chatting with you, and you're not sure if they're a fan or if it's like somebody talking, and you're gonna be like, I don't mean to sound like conceited, but like, do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am?
Dude, you know, like how?
Have you had it happen where they don't?
Yeah, and then, and I'm like, oh no, I just went like, yeah, oh yeah, it's so awkward.
that was coming across like such a dickhead.
Your masculinity's on the line here.
I'm a beta male, I don't win.
Yeah, you are. Oh no, let me get you! Oh! Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God, another person! No!
Yes! Why did I see you the fucking?
He lost to a woman.
How does it feel?
How does it feel? You're such a beta male. Beta male. Please don't come after me. Please don't.
Punch thing, dude. Of course you picked the mortify looking asshole.
Oh no! Dude, my arms are shorter! I can do... No, wait! No!
What the f is that?
He got Shiva, dude.
That's ridiculous. That's the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life.
No! You cheated!
Yeah, I cheated, that's true.
There you go. Good night.
It's not going.
Why don't you play the fucking game? Go ahead, figure it out. Figure the fuck out, Steven. I don't know. No, you know how to play it. Come on, you told me you know how to play it. You can play it. You're a good guy. Oh, you're so good. Wait, you're so good. Wait, I didn't know you were so good at this game.
With our time in Austin out of the way, it was time for the second stop on our journey, Alexandria, Louisiana. There, we met up with Kennedy and Baker of Intuitive Defense on YouTube.
Where can we find your stuff on YouTube for the fans at home?
At intuitivedefense.com, we train people to go from beginner and cross the barrier from beginner into intermediate.
I knew that in case there was an armed conflict, Destiny needed to put the Soylent down for a moment and pick up a Glock to
In case of an armed conflict. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Ugh.
defend himself from the libtard horde.
All right, so we're en route currently to shoot guns with Destiny. We're in Alexandria, Louisiana. I've never been somewhere with like so much nothing. Now keep in mind, I'm from like New England. I'm from like a small town in New England. So we're really out in the sticks here. This is where the most badass American patriots are currently living, who are going to be saving America from the leftist scourge brought on by Stephen Bonnell II, also known as Destiny, also known as Diggity.
What's up, D? Yeah, dude. Anything for you. So I feel like you hadn't been in enough controversy, and obviously, you need just a little more. No, come back, come back. I'm defending this country against the soy libtards like you. Cuck. He's running away. I'm gonna go get him. I will defend America. I'll defend America.
I'm gonna fight for Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, I'm fighting for Nancy Pelosi. I know that's right. Oh my god.
Matt Gaetz owns you. Matt Gaetz owns you, little bro. The right wing owns you.
The right? Are you
the
serious?
right owns you.
I'm gonna cuck you so hard. Yeah.
You wanna wait? Oh my god. You got me 4? Yeah. Whoa. Look at this guy, dude. Wait, hold on. Oh, it doesn't matter. This is more important. Come here. There we go. Oh my god. I love this little guy. Oh my god. We're solving wars. Steven is trying to escape his responsibilities for defending this country against militant extremists. So we're gonna go find him, find out what he's doing. He might be soying. He's in his goon cave right now. We're gonna get this little Steven to do his fucking job. So do what we say. There you go. You're disrespecting your country. You're letting him down.
You notice he did the 2 cigarettes?
Yeah.
What are you doing? You're on your fucking phone?
Yeah.
We're doing a tactical military operation right now. You have no respect for your commanding officer, which is me. Stop. I'm making out with my inferior officers. You disrespect this country. You disrespect the United States military. This is what we do to libtards. We do to libtards in Louisiana. You want me to do it? Okay. Should I? Do it. Ow! Holy shit, that hurt. You're not.
There is something seriously wrong with them. This is what I hate to say it, but this is what retardation looks like. Okay.
I feel like this is just dudes.
Yeah.
When you get dudes together.
I'm telling you,
they're all retarded.
They act like they're brothers. It's so funny to see. It's actually kind of wholesome how they act.
Yeah, it's kind of like just cuddle already, guys. You know you want to. All this physical combating and stuff. They're just like they just want to actually reach out and touch each other, like in a non-aggressive way. They don't know how to express it. Like
it's so cute. It's so
all
cute.
this man love. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said we got that libtard taken care of. He'll be way more respectful of his commanding officer now. He needs to get his T levels checked in a serious way.
Come with me.
Oh my god, get some footage of this silly ass jacket.
It's my shooting jacket. Technically, though, like that's probably pretty good, right? Because you're not like shooting it's not like you're shooting everything. Like it's all like about in the area. So if you fix the trigger pull, it'd probably look about like minor graces.
You're being nice to me.
No, shut up. You loser. Or it says it's got 9 rounds.
Yeah.
But then when I put in, yeah, but then when I put the next.
He's like, shut up, you loser.
Now it says 11 rounds.
For the shiny.
Yeah. Thanks. I know. Look, how many rounds are in this?
6.
Wait, what?
That's a follower. This is a base plate.
Oh yeah, duh. Yeah, I was making sure you knew about that because a lot of people don't know about the base plates and the Glock mags, you know.
Yeah, okay.
Hey now, you're a rock star. Come on, go play. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars. Huh?
You can't sing and shoot at the same time.
Break the mold.
Being able to get a good. Does it come on my nose?
No.
Wait.
Suck it in, hold it in your mouth, and not just push out your nose.
Did that work?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so
You look
cool.
so badass.
Oh my god.
That was precious.
That's squeeze his little cheeks. That is so funny.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
That was so cute.
Oh my god. Let me do this. Hold on.
Okay. Try to when you do it, flare your nostrils.
I can't. I don't know how to do that. I do that when I'm mad. Gotcha.
I think I bought this one.
Just make sure I'm not gonna get any friendly fire over here, okay?
I'm not one of your fucking orbiters, okay? So don't drag me into your mess.
I'm gonna drag my nuts across your face, okay?
I wouldn't even mind. Just like the girls you from your stream.
I fucking love it.
Call me Lav the way I'll lather your dick after I make a false allegation against Hassan Piker. That was the whole strap from the beginning, wasn't it? Manipulate her into slandering your enemies and then pretend to have a problem with it.
Holy shit. That's a wild accusation. That wouldn't be the first time you've made a baseless one, huh?
That was a wild ass. I mean, that's a wild accusation. Wouldn't be the first time you've made a baseless one, huh?
This is great. I'm so enjoying this.
I love their listen, the best thing about this documentary, like I said, I didn't get to see the last like 30 minutes of it, but maybe for the last 45 minutes. But their interaction with each other and the back and forth between them two is literally the best thing throughout this.
Oh, it's on fire. Honestly, there should be streams with these two. Like, I feel like I would watch that like nonstop.
Yeah.
It's just, they're so great.
They're really entertaining together. I love it.
Absolutely.
Is if you get put in a situation and all of a sudden you have to shoot and then operate that light, you're going to come up, operate that light, and you're not.
Hey Steve,
On the range.
we're gonna wear these when we're shooting tomorrow.
What are they? Okay, what else? There has to be, no, can we find like the real code section, you fucking retard? You're in the fucking flannel, like, poser section, okay? God, maybe if you cut your hair, you wouldn't have to fucking brush out of your eyes all the time.
I like to have it so that
Did you dye it today? Oh
I
my
did not fucking
god.
dye it.
Look at how different the colors from your eyebrows, bro. Your eyebrow.
Why are your pupils so small? Wait, can you look at how small his pupils are?
No, that's normal. You're just high all the time, so you
That's
can't tell what
not
they look like
normal.
anymore.
That's not normal.
Yes, it is.
Are you on Fentanyl?
Why did that make my
Bro,
pupils small?
I'm so addicted to Destiny streams. I did Fentanyl.
Shut up.
I did Fentanyl.
You know what I hate about
Jesus Christ. They're at Walmart. Oh my god.
the smalls? Every time you open the fucking pockets, you know what's in these? What the fuck? It's so fucking horrible.
Get another one. Come on, get it out.
Stop! This doesn't even
That looks
fit.
like it fits
I
you
can't.
perfectly.
Look at
Tell me
me.
that doesn't fit him.
No.
Yeah. You have the smallest shoulders I've ever seen.
I'm like a triangle. I'm a walking triangle.
Walking
when you
pizza.
look at me. That's how broad my shoulders
Johnny
are.
Bravo.
Yes!
Right here, dude. I found a medium.
Bro! Holy
You
shit.
look so
Are you
cute
getting that for your
on the
girlfriend?
That's funny.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes! I'm sorry, dude. I need some medium. Okay.
I like how every time you laugh, your shoulders are like, you're just fart of me. Being with you, it's like being with like a shithead younger brother.
You're in the men's section. You're not allowed to shop here. Oh my god. She's white. Make fun of her for that. That's cool.
Make fun of her? That's good.
I bet her ancestors owned slaves. You see how blue those eyes are?
I bet she owns slaves now.
True.
Speaking of blue eyes.
What? Barely.
Barely?
Barely.
Barely?
How am I 35 so I think drag around clothing shopping by some white woman?
How are you 35?
Jesus Christ. These two are horrible.
I was spending all day playing League of Legends like a loser.
I don't play League. I did that when I was
I don't
23.
play-
Dumbass.
yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
way different.
Now you play what?
Way fucking different.
Factorio?
The only reason I played League of Legends is because your mom would suck me up.
Oh.
Hang that up.
Hang that up. You have to hang that up.
You know what his girlfriend's favorite food brand is? Gerber.
Gerber? I hardly know her. Oh, you're gonna need some of these after I roast you? You fill up your diaper?
I just filled up my diaper. Lab exposed me again.
He's gonna get kicked out.
How funny would it be if we could get out of a Walmart on video?
If we get,
You
no,
show we're that
I don't wanna get
autistic?
kicked. I don't do that. I'm not that kind of streamer.
I don't do that.
I'm not that kind of streamer.
I'm not that kind of streamer.
Good one, dude.
I'm just the most degenerate guy. Just out of 22.
Stop.
They're cute. They're so cute together.
I can't stand the Stitch voice though. That's,
Oh yeah, I hate
can't
that.
either.
You gotta get away from me.
What the?
They did it again.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my god. What
I can
an
be anything I
idiot.
want.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too, man. Just comment fans anywhere. Unlock it.
I always open the door for my ladies.
Oh my god.
I open the door for my
Oh, my
ladies.
bae.
You
My
gonna
bae.
fart on me again?
Oh my god, thank you. Hello. Hey, babe. Don't annoy. You're gonna definitely hurt yourself, okay?
Oh my
Okay,
god.
get aside. We are officially returning
That's
to the
exactly what Cougar
intuitive
does to
defense.
me.
What?
He'll come up behind me and grab me and then fart and then like hold me there.
Oh
And I
no.
hate him. Yeah, it's he does that to me all the time. That's cute. They do that too.
Cooter is a menace.
He's mean.
He is mean. We're gonna have to unite together and take Cooter down.
I agree. It's about damn time.
Yep. Yep, I think the time has come. We have to unite together and take Cooter down.
It's residence. Yesterday at Walmart, we made sure to get some cool clothing to wear. Climb to the fucking car. I'm running. You can't even open the fucking trunk. Oh shit! How'd you do that? So epic. This is going in the video, right? Oh my god. Whoa. Owned. Oh, that was so epic, dude. I know we've had a lot of people complaining about representation on the Turkey Tom channel. You know, they say, Tom, where's Black Turkey Tom? Okay, so my son at home can relate and have a YouTube role model other than KSI. Well, I'm proud to announce that we're officially representing now. We picked this up the other day from Gucci. You know, I just really wanted to speak out for the community and pay back the people who have made me rich and successful to the point where I can afford to rent this shitbox Jeep where the trunk doesn't even fucking open. I love you. I love you.
Stop.
I hate that voice.
No.
You still in bed?
Right, this is actually what Destiny loves. Bro, this is actually what Destiny loves.
Oh, the sun is shining, son. It's time to do your chores. It's time to take out the trash.
Go start practicing so I can come out and shoot, you fucking loser.
What do you mean, dude? You need to practice. You're in bed, dude.
I've already done all this.
You didn't play COD with us last night?
Yeah, I'm sleeping, trying not to die.
Oh my god, dude. Holy shit. You're literally a pussy, dude. You're literally a pussy. We tried. We're kind of unsuccessful in waking the soy boy, but that's okay.
Hi. Are you winning?
I'm waiting for you to put your glasses on, dork.
Woo!
Got a representation?
Hell yeah.
You pat your belly?
Yeah, bro. Or not MLK, sorry. Malcolm X. He's from Lincoln, you know? That's so
You can lose a little more weight.
I'm about to lose 180 pounds if you talk to me like that ever again. Put your ears on. You're gonna go deaf.
Destiny's so concerned with my health. It's so sweet. Oh, Destiny's a fucking bottle of shit. Some black excellence right there.
Why is he always doing push-ups?
I don't know, but it's working for him.
It is working for him. It is.
There. Good shit. You like lobster?
Only when I can their mouths.
Do you like to eat lobster?
I like to hold their claws like pigtails, and I go like, like that.
Oh, the vegan gains lobster thing. He's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're sentient. And then you're like, they have like 2 neurons.
Yeah, and I've got a no accident, so suck my dick. No accidents and 20 speeding tickets. So who's really keeping the country safe? Okay.
You got a court date or no?
Court date?
For speeding.
I had my license revoked for 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, King Iowa. Me.
Okay, so you have malfunction. What do you do?
I won't shoot in anything that big. I'm too scared.
I have never shot a gun like that. Like I've only shot a lever action pellet gun. That's all I've ever shot in my entire life.
I never shot a gun until I got with my husband now. He's the first person I ever shot a gun with his dad, and it was so cute.
Oh,
because my husband, he leaned into me. He was like, I have to make sure I show you how to do this right, or my dad will beat me. I was like, don't worry. And his dad's a big dude too, so it was cute. It was real cute.
Funny.
But yeah, no, I did good. I hit the target like, oh my god, like 4 out of the 6 times, I think, something like that. I did pretty good.
Oh, that's awesome. That's good. I think I did that with archery, and that's about as close as I've done with really good with a with a target.
Ain't nothing with
yeah, I'm just a shoot at the sun kind of gal. I can't hit a target. I can't see too good.
Poor Bunny. Bunny can't hear out of one ear. She can't really see. Bless her heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Start smoking. It'll make you better at shooting. All right, so you want to do one more and then call it a day?
Sure.
All right.
Tiebreaker. You want to both fire to this one?
Let's do this guy.
Okay.
If they ever do influencer boxing again and they offer us each like a large sum of money, that'd be so fun.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's like pretend we're gonna go easy on each other, but I'm just gonna beat the shit out of you.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
I think my reach. I think my reach. I would just own you.
Yeah, but we
got these little
roiding.
arms.
We both roid for months. I get in there.
Do that.
I get in there. I give you the hugs and I hit you in the back of the head. That's a strategy, right?
Yeah.
Load up! I'm hungry. I want to go to Applebee's.
All right, this one's loaded. Do you want to go first?
If I go first, it's gonna be hard because you're gonna say I'm not gonna miss a single time, so you get a lot of pressure. 8 rounds, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6, 7, 8. Load your weapon. Slayer.
Fuck! Oh my god. Look empty?
Yep.
Mag well? Cool. So we 1 miss, okay. That's a count, that's absolutely a count.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yep. 2 miss and 3, I guess. This is, yeah.
3 misses.
3 misses.
So 5 hits.
Load your weapon! Okay, you remember the order? Yep. Okay.
This is like a lot of fun.
Huh?
This is like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
No shot, that didn't count. Oh my god.
Okay, I think I hit 6.
I think you really only missed 1.
So for sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Good game.
You're a champion.
Good job.
Good job.
DGG.
You did it.
That's DGG.
Guys, I feel a dark presence in this forest. I think there's a life dart here.
We've got a serious fucking problem here. Oh my god. I didn't think it was this bad. Oh my god, all of his cuckery, all of his soy, all of his estrogen, all of his fentanyl, all of his pooptanol, dude, it's everywhere. But it's okay. I've dealt with situations like this before. I've been hired by many individuals across the great Pan-American landscape to deal with the libtard scourge, and the only way I know how is to teach them to get alpha male.
The libtards in here. Oh my god.
Too much soy, dude? You get closer than that. Okay, alright. Okay, alright, go ahead. No work ethic from these people, dude. These Californians have no respect for anything.
Louisiana was great. Big thanks to Kennedy and Baker. You can check out their channel in the description below.
We're gonna go back to the beginning. We're gonna go back to the way beginning.
Okay.
What were you like growing up? What were your plans? Who do you want to be?
Just kind of, live the day to day, you know.
What
What are you doing? You're making it awkward.
Okay, so you're in wind ensemble growing up. You're passionate
Concert
about
band,
music.
actually. I'm sorry, it was a concert band. But yeah, no violins. I'm play saxophone.
Violins,
Yeah.
playing saxophone.
Yeah,
growing
which makes
up.
sense, yeah.
And you go to college for that.
Yeah.
And before that, you had gone to a
High
Catholic
school.
high school.
Yeah, Jesuit.
Jesuit
Mhm.
high school.
Yeah.
Did you do well in school?
I took a lot of good classes, but I was kind of bad at homework and stuff.
Why? Are you lazy?
Yeah.
Things you don't like?
I had focus issues. If it wasn't like interesting to me, I didn't want to like spend any time on it.
That's the
Yeah. And hell yeah, saxophone. I love saxophone. That's great. Like, have you seen him like just like diddle with music and stuff like that on his streams before? Like, have you like seen him just like go over to his keyboard and just play?
Yeah,
stuff
I've seen him
randomly?
play his keyboard. Yeah.
Like, he's so talented, like, just musically, and him just talking about music sometimes, like, when I've seen him, like, talk about, like, there's a specific, Radiohead song where it was, like, the syncophatic, I can't remember what the actual word was, but, like, it has, like, a beat within the non-beat, and that's what you're looking at. He's, like, explained that really well at one point, and I was just like, yeah, okay. Like, it made me understand music a lot more. So he's, like, actually, like, really freaking smart when it comes to that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Outside of class, so I would play video games.
Okay.
Probably too many video games.
But despite that, you did okay.
We'll say my GPA was below a 3.0. Probably shouldn't have been.
Below a 3?
Yeah.
So you go to state school, you're in college, you're doing music stuff.
Okay, this is good.
And I guess you were enjoying that or something. Did you have it in your mind that you were going to make money from that or be successful in any way?
Probably not. I'm always pretty pragmatic. But I was doing really good at another job I had, like at a casino. So I figured I could just like, that would be my career and I could do music on the side.
And your family had money?
No.
No?
No.
What did your parents do growing up?
My parents were in the Air Force, and then my dad got his full retirement. My mom left a year early, unfortunately.
Okay, so he got his pension.
Yeah.
And then what, he's working outside of that?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. My mom did daycare full-time.
At your house?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my dad kind of helped her with that, so.
So you were around a lot of like little kids growing up then?
Yeah.
Okay. You think that like helped you socially?
They helped me like babies. I like babies. I think babies are cute.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I understand like kids, like different stages of development and shit, because you see so many of them.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I didn't socialize with them much. I was usually at my room playing games with my parents, watch the kids.
And you have the casino job that's going well.
Yeah.
You have school, but at some point you reach this inflection point when it's not working out. You don't have enough time to do school with the job.
Yeah, basically. I think I was probably working around 60 hours a week at the casino job, and it was a graveyard shift. And then as soon as I got...
Oh, there's no way.
Oh, man.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no
that
way.
would be soul crushing, actually, wouldn't it? Like,
yeah.
To school, I failed almost every single class because I was missing tests, I was missing exams, I was missing classes because I would always be staying late to work at the casino. It fucked me.
So coming in and doing a graveyard while also doing music school full-time was pretty schedule intensive.
Yeah, you weren't really sleeping, I assume.
No, yeah.
Yeah, and with all that, despite the stress, you were in a decent position in life. I know you got a house around that time, you had your car. I mean, things were doing okay, right?
I don't think I had a house before I quit school.
Maybe not before you quit school, but for the casino, you had to get approved by their like office or something to give them, to give proof to the loan, to get pre-proof of the loan to get the house. And so you were making decent money at the casino, like what, 20 an hour?
It was 15 an hour and then a lot of overtime.
But the casino job's going really good. People like you. And then in your mind, you realize there's a point when they're getting ready to write you up and sort of paper you out, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, kind of, not, I didn't realize that until afterwards, but I started to run into problems with management, and I didn't understand like corporate management communication styles or anything. I was just like totally clueless. And I was a really good worker.
Well, I have this job at the casino where I'm doing really well. People really like me there. I kick ass at the job that I do. I knew everything about every part of the casino. I knew how to do other people's jobs. I could issue comps out of other computers. I knew how the entire back end for the reward system worked. I knew how all the IT and everything worked between my restaurant and the IT department.
And I always thought that like just being a good worker is enough probably to insulate you from all forms of disciplinary action, and that's not true.
No.
Especially.
Definitely not true.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody's got a bone to pick with you, it doesn't matter how good of a worker you are, they will find a way to get rid of you.
Yeah, which is really sad, really. Like...
Yep, that's very true.
Once I started to butt heads with my manager in terms of like how to do shit at the restaurant, so yeah, I kind of got marked for deletion, and I didn't realize it until it was too late.
But at the time, you were playing a lot of video games.
Yeah, I always was playing games, yeah.
From when you were a young kid until your adulthood. And you would sink time into that after work, I assume. Twitch wasn't really a thing, right? Twitch wasn't really
streaming at all wasn't really a thing, no.
Yeah. But I mean, how did you get involved in that? How did you even start getting into streaming?
I want to say a long, long time ago. It must have been when I was still working at the casino. No, it wasn't. It was afterwards. I think a friend turned me on to the idea. Kyle.
Kyle, say hi to everybody.
You and your webcam.
Dude, you're fucking enormous, Kyle. No, he's got a big army!
You're terrible.
Yes, it worked! Kyle, it's a retard magnet!
Turn me
Jesus.
out of the idea of like, there were like some kids I think online that kind of did streaming stuff where they found a way to like live stream their computer games and like shout and play and all that.
But it wasn't on like Justin.tv even.
No, I think the Justin TV I think existed, but back then it was a guy with a camera on his head who was trying to like live stream his life, which was at the time, ironically enough, is what has become kind of more popular now. But at the time,
people did that back then.
He did. Justin did.
Okay.
And then, but the website that I started streaming on was actually livestream.com, and then I switched to ustream.com, and then eventually Justin.tv.
I think, was that the one that Keem was on?
I have no
Livestream.com?
idea. Oh yeah, maybe.
I think it was. But he
Yeah, I
wasn't
think
full
it might have
time. He
been.
wasn't doing it full time, obviously, because nobody did it full time before Destiny. But I think that's I think that's the one that Keem started on. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you make money off livestream.com or ustream.com?
Not on the websites directly, but sometimes people would ship you like $5 on PayPal or whatever. So.
Okay, so you had a little bit of donations coming in, but nothing
A
serious.
little bit, yeah.
But at some point while you're working this casino job.
That was that streaming stuff though. That was during the carpet cleaning job after though.
Okay, so you weren't streaming at all during the casino
No.
thing? Not at all?
No.
So you get fired from the casino.
Yeah.
You have no work history. And that's when you go from a job that's decently paying, you had your house, I think you had a pretty nice car, right? You had the GTI back then?
Yeah.
Which is like, I mean, expensive car for, someone who's in their early 20s, $45,000 or something like that.
I want to say like $30,000 or $25,000, but
maybe back then.
Maybe, yeah.
More expensive now. The monetary value of money changes with time.
Wow.
I learned that from your mom.
Good, yeah. She teach you real versus nominal value?
She taught me real versus nominal value. She also taught me fiscal responsibility.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Real versus nominal is like real would be like actual like an inflation adjusted, and then nominal is
Nominal
like
is like
what it was at
SBC,
the time. So like when you tell a girl like my dick is like 7 inches long, that's a nominal value because that's in Tom's world. But in the real world, it's probably like 3 or 4 inches,
Jesus.
Makes sense.
That is like such an intellectual dig. I don't even know how it comes up with that stuff so quickly, honestly. That's so funny.
7? That's too small.
Yeah.
We're in the BWC gang.
Oh yeah,
okay.
BWC.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know you pay your camera guy so much because he's getting angles for BWC porn.
You make me want to say that word so bad. Oh my
Why?
God, bro. Because you just make me rage.
Just say it.
Okay.
You're fine.
No, I'm not going to say it.
No,
It's
just
fine.
say it one time.
I don't want to say it.
Why?
I don't want to say it.
If I say it with you, will it be okay?
I'm not a fucking racist.
Okay, that's fine.
I never say that word.
Me neither.
True. So you get fired from that job.
Yeah, okay.
And why do you start carpet cleaning? I mean, that seems like, not that it's like, beneath anyone, but I mean, it's kind of like less good than the casino job.
Yeah, I don't know. I basically cashed out my 401k that might have had like, maybe like, I don't even know. It was less than $10,000. But I think I cashed out like my 401k and everything from the casino. And then I'm at home and StarCraft 2 comes out. So I start like grinding that for a few months while I live off my 401k. But then eventually I have to get a job again because I'm running out of money. And my girlfriend is working at the time, but we have to keep the house. So I don't know what to do because I don't like the idea of downgrading jobs. It feels really weird because every job has been like a step up. And I can't really use the casino now for my work history since I got fired. So I just have this huge like gaping hole except for McDonald's. And then I ended up failing college for the casino job. So my shit is kind of like...
Did you apply to a bunch of places and the carpet cleaning was the only one you got back?
I applied to a few places, but my uncle was...
So basically, he was lucky.
Yeah.
He was lucky.
He's also a McDonald's worker. I didn't know about that. There you go.
Yep.
Actually friends with somebody that worked at that job, and he turned me on to it. He's like,
So
oh,
you knew you could get it?
Yeah, I was like, okay, fine, sure.
What are you making there?
It's complicated. Technically, I made 16 an hour for commission. The jobs were like really scattered throughout the day, so sometimes it sucked. So for instance, I might come into work at 7 a.m. and from 7 to 8, we're like preparing our trucks, and then maybe I've got one job from like 9 to 11, and I might make $32 for that 9 to 11 job, and then I might have one more job from like 1 to 3, and I might make another $32 there, and then I might have one more job from like 5 to 7, and I'll make another $32 there. So that's like 96 bucks, but I'm there for like maybe 13 or 14 hours.
Yeah.
So
you can't just like go home between and do it.
I mean, like I can, but like the gas, the wear and tear on the car, it's like a 15-minute drive home. Like between every job, it's just
yeah.
Although I started to, in my carpet cleaning truck, if I had time between jobs, when I started streaming, I would drive home and just like stream a little bit between jobs. I think there might still be a YouTube video out there. I refer to a place called Guaranteed Clean. I think there's a YouTube video of me like calling a lady and trying to push her job back an hour. Like, hey, this is
Oh my God, this was so funny. They show that clip. They show it.
No.
Steve from Guaranteed Clean.
Hey, this is Steve with Guaranteed Clean. I was just calling to let you know that we just finished up our last job, but we are in Council Bluffs, so the drive's a little long. I'll probably be there closer to 2:30. If there's any problem with that, just give me a call back, 714-8841. Thank you very much. Otherwise, I'll plan on seeing you around then. Thank you. All right, one more game, bros.
Will you push your car? That
is so funny. Oh my god.
Doing that on live stream, you didn't think that might get
Yeah,
you
well, back
fired?
then it was like 30 people watching. Like that had no connection to the real world at all.
So there was zero chance.
No.
Yeah.
When I first started streaming, I remember because I like added all my viewers on like my Facebook friends list. I was like, oh, cool.
Like just all your friends from high school,
why not,
college, whatever. You're like, who cares? I mean, that meant that your personal life and your streaming life never really had like a disconnect. You were never like anonymous.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. I never really thought about it much. Like being anonymous, like I don't care. Like my first name on Justin TV was Steven_Bonnell_II.
But even with like saying all the crazy shit you were saying, you weren't worried it would come back to bite you?
I don't think so, no. I'm trying to think. I just don't think cancel culture and shit was really that much of a thing back then. That really took off in like 2013, I think.
Yeah, but
like the idea of like getting fired or something happening because something you said online in like 2010. Would that
seem ridiculous?
I don't think it happened much. I don't. Not that I.
Wait, so he's been doing this since 2009.
Yeah.
15 years. That would be 2000. That would be 2000. Yeah, 2009. Yeah.
It's 2 years after I finished uni. Yeah.
Damn.
That's it. Yeah.
So the carpet cleaning job, was that good? Was that fun?
No. Yeah.
Because of the money, because of the job itself?
Money, job itself, customers, every part of it was horrible.
Were you making enough to get by?
No.
Were you in debt?
I think house payments started to fall behind, and then I don't think any other bills lapsed, but yeah. I never went into like payday loans or anything because I knew how stupid they were. I'd rather just lose my house.
Was your girlfriend at the time, was she helping you out?
Yeah, she was. She always worked, yeah.
So while you're doing carpet cleaning and you're trying to stream a little bit, you get your girlfriend pregnant at the time, right?
Yeah. I mean, we both did it. It wasn't just me. You made that sound like a rape.
Don't people just say got her pregnant?
Jesus.
It was a two-person process, okay?
Okay, you collectively got
Thank
her
you. Yeah,
pregnant.
we got pregnant.
There you go.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Yes, it's collective. That's how babies are made. Birds and the bees.
Yeah.
Hello.
Habit.
There we go.
That
Thank you.
Situation. What's going through your head when you, at 24, have a kid on the way?
20 wasn't it? I think it was like 21.
Okay, at 21.
Nathan was born in March of 2011, so.
Okay.
I was born in '88, so.
So you were 21.
22.
You were my age now.
Yeah.
What's going through your head when that happens?
I think she tells me and I don't believe her, and I just roll over and go to sleep. And I'm like, fuck.
That's it?
Well, what the fuck are you gonna do? You gotta go to work.
At the time, were you like, let's get rid of it?
I mean, I was like super pro-life at the time, so it wasn't really an option.
You're conservative?
Not really, but I was pretty pro-life. I grew up very conservative. No, actually, I would have still been pretty conservative, yeah.
Why were you pro-life? Was that like a religious thing?
It just seemed like the most logically consistent. Like, how can you, like, when does life begin if not at conception, right?
Okay, and nothing had dissuaded you outside of that? No research or anything?
Not at the time, no.
Okay, so you basically are like, well, I'm having the kid. There's no way around it. I'm gonna have this kid. Meanwhile, you're falling behind on bills. You're working a shitty job. Was your relationship going well?
No.
Why?
We just didn't. We don't live together well.
Why?
Because we were different people, and yeah.
You said at the time that you were hitting each other or something.
I remember you showed your scars from fighting with her on stream. That was a long time ago. That was when I was documenting evidence in case she tried to do shit. But like I said, we've moved on from all of that, I think.
Yeah, he's always been like that.
Wow. Man.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I think when I disconnect,
I mean, it goes to show you that you can actually love someone but not get along with them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, love's not enough to keep a relationship together.
No,
Yeah,
that makes sense why they're not together. Yeah.
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 I mean, they can't live together. I mean, it makes sense.
like withdraw a lot, and then the other person starts to go crazy because I'm like kind of pulling back and they want more, and then that escalates into bad things. Yeah.
Why weren't you getting along? You can't talk about that?
It wasn't like I bet if you asked her, she'd have more reasons. I don't ever remember like a particular thing. I think it was more just me kind of like slowly withdrawing or losing interest kind of, and then her like kind of pursuing more. and then that like dynamic.
More attention from you.
Yeah, and then that dynamic
And that
always
made
like gets
you
really explosive.
irritated?
Yeah. Kind of, yeah, I guess.
Why did you withdraw? What happened?
I don't know. That's my problem-solving style. I just like withdraw and close up, and lock down.
I talked to you about this earlier, but I watched this video from 2014 of you. It has like 60K views in your channel.
Mhm.
A ton of recent comments actually from newer DGGers, but the video is you talking about like the state of your life and your trajectory and like how you feel about things, and you talk about how you get bored of women.
I think it's like a double-edged sword. Like in one hand, I can joke about any aspect of my life. Like I really don't. It doesn't bother me that much. But in other hands, sometimes it's hard to take things seriously, which is another big problem I have. Right. Another times like in relationships, like there's a serious discussion. Usually I'll be making jokes, and the other person will be mad. They're like, oh, you can't take anything seriously. And it's like, I mean, to some extent, you're kind of right.
He does that though. He talks about real life situation. Like I remember the stream when he was talking about what was going on with his mom.
Yeah.
Oh God, what is it called when not Parkinson's, Alzheimer's?
Yeah.
Yeah, her having Alzheimer's, and he was talking about their financials and how he was helping them and what they need to do. And I mean, he was saying it all, but he wasn't saying it in a mad way. He was saying it like, you know, if any of, because he knows he has a really broad audience, and you know, they need to get rid of this many cats if any of you would like to adopt, and you know, just he's always been like that. He's always been very open about his life.
Yeah.
You know.
That was only like last year.
Yeah,
that was only like
year.
last year too. Yeah.
And then he brought his mom on stream once, and that was the cutest conversation.
Yeah,
Aww, she was the cutest lady. Oh my God, I fell in love with her. She is the cutest lady. She really is.
I mean, it's good sometimes, it's bad other times. It really just depends.
And like every relationship you had, because you'd had relationships before that, and you had a wife before that, right?
Yeah, my girlfriend from high school. We had to get married for FAFSA stuff to get student aid.
Okay. So every relationship you had basically went, you meet her, you get really infatuated, you guys get along really well, and then at a certain point, you kind of get bored, and maybe if there's problems, you kind of sink into yourself and just go focus on yourself and don't.
Maybe a little bit. I don't know if I'd say there's a pattern at that point though, because my kid's mom was my second serious relationship. So like
at that point, I think you had said that you felt it was kind of a pattern where you'd get like infatuated with someone and you like feel in love
I
with
think
them.
retroactively I kind of realized it, but at the time there was no way, because again it was my second relationship. There's no way I could establish or identify a pattern at that point.
Right. Okay. So you guys aren't getting along. Life's kind of shit. In this video, you say that was like the closest you've gotten to maybe wanting to kill yourself.
Dude, I got so f***ed up at that job, dude. It was the closest I'd ever come to kill myself.
Just because of how dark things were.
Yeah.
And then your friend, Chris, who you had online, who you knew very well apparently.
Kind of. That was earlier. He killed himself while I was still working at the casino.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought, okay.
The Chris thing, we've talked about this a million times. Basically, Chris thing is a friend that I hung out with every weekend. He's the one that actually got me into poker. Right. Ostensibly.
And there are videos of people where they claim that you kind of contributed.
I can't. I mean, I like it as fun, but I can't play it all the time.
It's like my favorite game. Poker is like I could sit there and play it for hours and hours and hours if I wanted. Like it's like when I was obsessed with like playing World of Warcraft almost. It's like I could literally just be there and just go, oh, where'd the time go? Like it's so much fun. I love it.
To his death in some way, because you guys had some conversation about like existence and the meaning of life, and he was telling you he was just in a really rough spot and he was really doing poorly. And there's a video of you saying like at some point you basically said to him like, well, I guess if that's really how you feel, you should just do it.
Basically, he got busted for marijuana. It was like a $600 ticket or a $600 fine or something. He thought he'd never have the money for it. And basically he said that he would pretty much figured that since he had nothing to go for him, he was going to kill himself. And at the time, because of where I was at in my life, we talked a lot about it. And I was like, I mean, like, it's your life, dude. Don't let anybody else control you. If you really feel like yourself was the best thing, then by all means, like, go for it. Personally, I disagree, whatever. And then he did it. So, I mean, at the time, I was okay.
I mean, it's one of those things. I'm sure he
Once someone's
wouldn't have
made
said
their
it.
mind up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure if he knew he would have done it, he wouldn't have said that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The amount of guilt you'd carry around you is like with yourself afterwards, though, it would be. But then I guess like you try and justify it in a way like, you know, he's made his mind up. He was going to do it anyway with or without me saying anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like logically, it is up to the person whether he was just saying the obvious, like it's up to you. But he said I disagree with it, so he kind of was just being like his normal logical kind of
self. Yeah, without any emotion
being
attached
too logical.
to it.
Yeah, exactly.
With it, I mean, this is really f***ed up. I took the night off work and just played StarCraft all night. But looking back on it later, I think it was a pretty big mistake.
He did it.
Jesus. Is that really what I said?
Yeah.
That's wild.
In the video. And then in this video that I watched, you're kind of like talking about how like you kind of regret not doing everything you could to like stop that from happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think what actually happened, the thing is like when I tell the story, depending on like the clips, like I feel like it's obvious I'm joking at points. But maybe it's not, depending on the compilation you've seen.
Okay.
But basically what happened was Well, actually, I could say whatever I want about him because he's dead. He was kind of a loser, in that he didn't like. He kind of.
Oh my
I don't even know if he finished high school. He didn't like know how to drive. He didn't really have a job. He kind of didn't do anything. But he was like a cool dude. We like play games growing up. I would drive over every weekend to pick him up and then bring him back to Omaha. And we'd hang out. We'd play poker, whatever, play games and stuff. And I guess one of the ways that he was making money on the side was selling weed. And he got busted selling weed to an undercover cop. So he had like an upcoming trial date, and he had literally nothing happening whatsoever in his life. And,
No job, no girlfriend.
Yeah, nothing.
Couldn't drive?
No.
How do you not learn how to drive?
I don't know. He was like 20 years old. Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know how to drive?
Yeah.
Bullshit. Does he know how to drive?
You know how to drive?
Not clear yet.
He's paid. He's bought and paid for. Controlled opposition.
He gets busted with that. We're talking for a bit. It's me, him. There's another guy called Ted, who's a friend of his as well. But he basically starts talking about how he thinks he wants to kill himself. We're kind of like talking back and forth. And obviously, I don't want him to kill himself. He's my best friend.
Yeah.
And I try to kind of like hype him up a little bit, where I'm like, oh, like I don't think you should do it because obviously like you've got a lot of things that you can do in life and blah blah blah. And we're still young and all that. And he's kind of like going back and forth on it. He starts talking about like how he tries to like kill himself in like really shitty, retarded ways. Like I remember one of the things he said was he tried like tying shoelaces around his like legs to like suffocate him and die. I don't know. It was,
to make like a blood clot or something.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, like dumb shit. And he's telling me about this, and we're kind of like we're still like talking back and forth. And I was like, hey, like I think it's probably not a good idea. Yeah, I think I was playing Brood War. And then Rachel and her friend were over, and then for some reason her friend Sarah, she was like, "Oh shit, Steve," and I'm like, "What's up?" And she's like, "Is this like Chris from your friend, like in Iowa?" And like, "What's up?" And then there's like a news article, some guy that got ran over by train on some train tracks. Like, oh shit.
Especially the way that he did it, he was
Oh,
pretty, he
God.
was pretty adventurous.
Oh, I forgot about how he did it. Oh my God.
Wow.
Hey.
What, Bunny?
I was just saying, that's a hell of a way to go.
Yeah, yeah, that's not.
Golly.
Ugh.
I should,
So,
probably shouldn't say adventurous.
I used to work at this place where the boss's girlfriend was a coroner, and she not a coroner, sorry, she worked for a funeral home, and she had to work with the coroners and stuff like that to gather the bodies to prepare them for funerals and stuff like that after they're done with them at the site. She said that is one of the worst possible ways that you could go, basically, because your body basically is in pieces everywhere. There's bits here, bits there. Like she has to literally go and like pick up like an arm and a leg and a bit of this and a bit of that, and then try and rebuild the body that's suitable for the service for people to see them. And most of the time, it is a closed casket because they just can't.
I would think it would have to be.
Yeah, and that's that. Like she says that is the most, like, for her even as well. Like it happens so often, and it's surprising how often that happens. And it's probably one of the most traumatic ways to go. So it's I can't. Yeah, that is so sad.
Oh,
yeah.
So he decided to lay down on some railroad tracks and kill himself. Oh, holy shit, they have pictures of him here, damn.
And he apparently himself like the prior night.
Oh.
And when I talk about like regrets that I have, I guess, the big conflict I had at the time was I didn't know if I should like reach out and like call the cops or like talk to his parents or talk to like a mental health professional, because we didn't really have mental health back in 2010. That was like a 2020 thing.
Was he a close friend of yours?
Yeah, of course, yeah. He's my closest. I knew him since I was like 4 or 5 years old, I think.
So probably like your closest childhood friend.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and then we hang out like every weekend and shit. But I felt like if I contacted somebody else, I don't know if I'm like betraying his trust or if that's like a thing that's like fair for me to do.
I guess looking back, would you have contacted someone?
Yeah, I probably should have. I think so. Yeah.
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 Did that fuck you up at the time?
No, I mean I felt pretty. I've always been like kind of a numbish person. I was probably more numb back then to everything in general. But yeah, I mean it sucked. I missed work that night.
Because you were crying or sad?
I don't know. I felt like I probably should have.
So it wasn't even out of any real emotion. It was just like, I guess.
I don't know. It felt weird. Person's here and then they're gone, and then there's like a guy, and I like look at my AOL Instant Messenger thing, and he's like never gonna log in again, and then I go on Battle of the Net, and I see like shit there, and I go on RuneScape, and I see like an old account there, and I'm like, damn, it's kind of weird.
If it would have been like 2 or 3 years later and my mind was in a different spot, or if I was in a different spot philosophically, I would have done everything I could to stop him from doing it, because I think it's, like, looking back on it now, it's pretty stupid. He was a pretty smart dude. He was really good at all the games and shit that he played, and he was really good at talking to people.
I think that's his way of just saying he regrets it, but he's just not an emotional type person. He's not going to say it the way we do.
Yeah,
exactly.
More connecting it to like the more physical aspects that he can see and tangibly, like, you know, touch or whatever, like instead of the emotional side.
Yeah.
Oh, that breaks my heart. It really does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just kind of up where he was at in life, you know. Looking back at it now, I would have done everything I could have to stop. I'm gonna call his parents, would call the cops, you know, shit like that. But I wasn't mature enough, I guess, philosophically to think about it at the time, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, that shows some sense of humanity, probably.
Yeah, I
You're
think
not
so.
a total psycho.
Yeah, I'm pretty human most of the time.
Well,
yeah.
during this video that you're talking about how you feel like, especially early on with streaming and stuff, probably until a few years ago, you used to talk about your sociopathic traits or whatever quite a bit. One of the things you talk about here is like somebody's like, so what's to stop you from becoming like a serial killer? And you're like, well, there's a few reasons. I mean, first say like my life, I'll probably go to jail. And the second reason, honestly, no, that's probably the only reason. I'd probably you know.
Well, I don't want to like go to jail, damn. But also, I don't think anybody's giving like a reason to kill them. Well, now actually at this point, maybe a couple people, but.
Well, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, see, he doesn't look anything. He doesn't look at anything emotional. He looks at everything like pragmatically, or pragmatically. I think that's the word. He looks at things like what makes sense at the time, you know, and you know,
what's sensible or realistic or whatever.
Yeah. He doesn't work with emotions. It seems like.
I still go to jail.
Isn't it wrong?
Well, maybe that too. But I feel like if I was gonna kill somebody, they must have done something to make me really want to kill them. Right?
Well, I guess the implication of being a serial killer is that you're doing it for no.
Yeah, I would never kill people at random. That's deranged.
Well, yeah, but I think that's the first response usually.
Oh, yeah, that would be deranged. But if you ask me, would you like kill people? Well, like, there's a maybe.
Glock 17 is not gonna happen, all right?
Well, at the time, I think the only person you wanted to kill was the kid that was DDoSing you.
True.
Oh, I did troll the shit out of the DDoS kid. That's a guy, that's one of the people, like, legitimately, like, I was so, you have no, like, it's actually kind of scary, like, how close I was to getting people together to go down to his house and kill him and his family. Or it would have just been him and his father. I don't, because I didn't know anything about it. Dude, that was some of the most...
Yeah, Mr. Girl tried to expose that one. That was so funny.
Wow.
Mr. Girl tried his hardest to expose that one, and everybody's like, yeah, we already know. We've seen the video.
Yeah.
That shit in my entire life. I was so fucking close to doing it.
But I don't really blame you for that one.
Thank you.
Because that kind of sucked.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But people still hate you for that.
Okay.
You don't care? Are you totally like just disaffected by how people don't?
I don't think most people understand the position. I told you earlier when we were at dinner, what's the quickest way to become unenviable?
Your mom.
Good one. It's if you're out of touch and victimizing yourself.
Yeah.
Those make you impossible to relate to. So at the time, I might have been like the biggest streamer in the world when that was happening, because there was a period where StarCraft 2 was the most popular streaming game, and I was arguably the most popular StarCraft 2 streamer. So I was just de facto like the largest streamer.
Yeah.
So if I'm complaining about getting DDoSed and stuff, while I'm like pretty successful streaming and everything, I just look like...
You were self-aware of that even back then?
No, back then I wasn't at all.
No.
No.
So you would complain about it a lot?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah. So back then, I mean, going back to, you know, your relationship, things are not really going well. When did you start taking streaming seriously as a thing that like, I should hunker down and like do this, and this should be a thing I do?
I think it was when Rachel was still pregnant. Justin TV, I remember Emmett started emailing us saying that they were gonna start paying out like ad revenue. And I got my very first paycheck from JTV. I think like $200 or something. I have the email. It was in like, I think it was in December of 2010, and it was like $203.64. So when I saw the paycheck, I went back and then I added up what I made on PayPal, and then I looked at the hours that I'd spent streaming, and I'm like, pretty sure if I just stream for the same amount of hours that I do my carpet cleaning job, I make like about the same amount of money. Why the f would I do carpet cleaning when I just sit at home and do this? It's so much easier.
Did it take off immediately? Was this like an instant thing?
It's always been like a slow, gradual build. Like in the first year, I'd have to imagine maybe around like 100 to 150 viewers, maybe.
In one year, you were making enough to live off of that?
The ad revenue was really good on JTV and Twitch back then.
Is this like a pre-roll before the stream or like a banner
It was
ad?
something I don't know.
Well, it's not now, and it certainly the ad revenue isn't that great on YouTube either. I mean, if you're small. Once you get big and once you get like the 100,000 views and stuff like that, it gets better. But
right,
yeah.
I remember what it was, but it was something. You might have had a commercial button even, but
yeah.
I remember my second year I made almost 100K. So my first year was probably around like 30 or 40, 50K maybe, which is
okay, kiss my butt, because
what?
Yeah.
That's so much, dude.
That's a hell of a lot more than what people make now.
That's insane. He definitely got in at the right time. That's for sure.
he did.
Just carpet cleaning, I was making like 20K.
And you were still with Rachel this one time?
Kind of. Our relationship was really weird. We rotated around between me living, I think initially I lived at the house, and then she lived with her mom, who was about an hour away. And then when Nathan was born, her being at the house with her mom and Nathan was kind of shitty, and dad and everybody else. So they came back to the house, and I started living in like apartments around Omaha. But that got really weird because I remember I lived with one lady and her kind of boyfriend or something. And I was like living, it was like are they townhomes? There was like an upstairs, and I lived in the apartment up there, and I slept on like this like cot thing on the floor. And I remember one time I was streaming, and like, I think I was shouting, I was like, oh, you motherfucker. And this woman came upstairs and she was like, how dare you use that language when my daughter's in the house? It was just like really
on stream?
I don't know. No, I don't think that was everyone's stream. Or it might have been, but those videos don't exist anymore. Because this would have been back in like 2011 or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hopped around a couple apartments in the area and it was like so awkward and weird and yeah, I don't know.
You could have just gotten your own with the money you were making?
I don't know why I didn't. Maybe I feel like I didn't make enough money for that.
Maybe you were just planning for the future of it now.
Oh no, because I was still paying for the house. So I don't think I had. I don't think I felt
paying
like
a mortgage at the same time.
Yeah, I don't think I felt like I had the money because Rachel couldn't work while she was pregnant and she didn't have money for the full house, and I didn't want my kid's mom to be homeless. So I don't think I had enough money for the house and for a whole apartment on my own. So I would just try to live with people. I remember what I did. I ended up living with my ex-wife, I think 6 to 12 months.
She was cool with that?
I guess, yeah.
Your relationship wasn't like rekindling or whatever? You were just...
No, not at all.
You were just doing your own thing?
Yeah, somehow, yeah.
Huh. It usually doesn't work that way.
Yeah, kind of weird.
Your second year, you make 100K.
Something, yeah. I got destroyed with the tax bill on the next.
Yeah, didn't you say? Oh, there's some video you talking about how like you made the money in a year and then you spent like $80,000 of it or something, and you were like, wait, where the f did all my money go?
Yeah, because when you're, this is gonna be really out of touch statements, but when you go from broke to making 100K, 100K seems like $10 million. It's like 100,000.
Oh no, it absolutely does. I don't think I'll ever see that much money, ever.
Dollars. But 100,000 in a year you can blow through really fast.
What did you spend that money on? Just like
I don't know, I don't know, traveling and food, and just you can blow through 100K really fast. You're like eating out all the time and everything. Once you're making like, I don't know, once you're making like 250 to 500K, it's pretty hard to get rid of that money. And then once you're like making $1 million a year, you can just like spend tons of money on everything. Or for me at least, I don't run out of money because I don't buy anything besides traveling. But like 100K is like you can set that money on fire instantly, just like with a few plane tickets and then eating out all the time and then whatever.
Did the money keep going up from there, like gradually scaling, like 40?
Yeah, I kind of did. It was just I was always in a weird spot because I was trying to pay for my kid and my kid's mom.
How were you splitting up like your personal versus like work life? Like were you?
I don't think I had any personal life at all. I was just streaming constantly because I was a professional gamer, so I was like playing StarCraft like it would have been at least like 10 to 12 hours a day. Yeah.
Were you going to like take care of your kid and then coming back, or were you just like the stream god?
I think it like varied based on how me and Rachel were at the time. I don't know if these streams still exist anymore, but I know that like when kids are first born, so like you can take a baby and you put them down on a thing and you can like burrito them. So I think there are early streams of me because for early babies, if they're good babies, Nathan's a really good baby. Just like every 4 hours, they wake up and they're crying, and usually you change them, feed them, burp them, and then you lay them down again. It's like super regular. Nathan was like that, so I could just like burrito him in a blanket and then kind of like stick him on my shoulder up here, and I could just like play. And I could do that for a while.
Oh my god! Oh my god, bro! Come on.
That's
funny.
Multitasking at its finest
Yeah.
today. That's great.
Yeah. Hey, he was still making money. He was still working.
True. Yeah.
Me and Rachel weren't fighting. I did that for a while, and that worked. But I think I was like in and out of the house based on how our relationship was at the time.
So you were on and off then?
We were always on and off, but we were also on and off until like, can we live with each other without killing each other?
Was it a thing where like you were like together and you split up and see other people and then come back, or was it just like?
No, it was just chaotic, hectic. There was no organization.
It was
or
just a
plan
one-itis.
Something like that. I don't know.
Did you like really love her at the time? Want it to work out?
I mean, probably, yeah.
Probably.
I mean, as much as no offense, but as much as a 21-year-old can love.
You think your understanding of love has changed since then?
Probably, yeah. I was pretty naive at that point, yeah. But I mean, like we had a child together, and like I loved her as much as anybody can. Like we had fun together, we synergized really well, we had good chemistry, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So after, or I guess while this is going on, your streaming's taking off a little bit. But at the time, you weren't a politics guy at all, which is what everyone knows you for now. You were.
I mean, I've always had strong political opinions, and I argued with people all the time, like growing up.
But
I wasn't
primarily
doing
you
that
were
like
a
on
gamer.
stream. Yeah.
Gamer was the guy you were, and
Yeah.
you did talk about your political opinions on stream. But it wasn't like I'm the argument debate guy. At the time, it was like I'm the StarCraft 2 guy.
Yeah.
Okay. But at a certain point, StarCraft starts falling off a little bit, and you had this conversation with, I don't know their names. I want to say one of them is like DJ or something, but it's you and a few other guys having a conversation about StarCraft, and they're debating you, and you're basically telling them about how StarCraft is going to fall off, and you're getting the f out.
If we can't hope for Blizzard doing this, they're going to switch games because the audience of this game will continue to dwindle. Stop being part of this community. Then you should go play WoW. Yeah, I think I just realized actually what we're going to do. This is the plan, okay? We continue to do nothing and wait, and eventually all of the Korean players are going to be switching over to WoW because Korea's huge on that shit now. And then once they switch over, people like Idra and In Control can go back to winning tournaments. I think that's the plan right now. I love you guys very much. Peace out.
And all of them are like, you're retarded, you're going to fall out, your career's going to die. And my understanding is that within a few years, those guys were like not really heard of anymore.
Yeah, I think I kind of saw where things were going. I don't know why, but I always had a good eye for like internet content or trends or whatever, and I could kind of tell that like StarCraft was about to fall off.
Okay, that is a thing about Destiny. I will say he does understand the internet very well.
Oh yeah, well he's got a lot of experience on it, doesn't he? He's been on since the beginning. So.
Well, that's the whole thing. He saw StarCraft was falling off, and everybody else was like, "No, we're still going to play it." And he's like, "No, I'm jumping ship because I see it."
Yeah.
So apparently, he's always been like that.
Yeah, content brain to the max since the start.
Yeah, and he understands trends, and he also he knows how to deal with controversies really well too. Yeah, so.
And that was kind of unfathomable at the time because StarCraft was like the top dog.
Was it still really popular at the time?
It was doing really well, yeah. But it was really obvious that like League of Legends was going to start to come up and take over, and that was just a lot of people couldn't see that for some reason. And then I got into an argument with some people over it, and they all kind of made fun of me for it. And I was like, okay, whatever.
So you quit StarCraft, you do other games, but after StarCraft, there was never like a game that was like your.
No, I tried to find them. Like I played a lot of League of Legends, but I don't think I could ever go pro in that. I tried Overwatch for a while, but I only did that for like a few months. I was like, I don't think I can.
Were you good at video games?
I was a semi-pro gamer. We were like good at video games.
But you weren't good enough to like be pro forever. You weren't, right?
I mean, I was like, that's why I say I was semi-pro. At my best, I could maybe take a game off of anybody in the world.
Destiny, thanks very much for joining us, and congratulations on IPL Season 2 qualification.
Oh my God, look how young and tiny he is. That doesn't even look like him.
That's so funny.
Oh my God, he's so tiny. He's such a little man. Look at him. Oh my God.
And with more time spent playing the game, I gradually got better and better, and I think I'm getting close to where I can compete at a really high level. But like, I don't think I would have won a series against most people. No. It wouldn't surprise me like lifetime winnings in StarCraft 2 were, my guess would be probably less than $5,000. It wasn't much, but I'd always focused on the streaming end of things more than just the practice end of things. So like my main money was always through streaming. So even though my tournament winnings weren't good, I like prioritized my streaming over like my pro gaming practice.
On stream, were you mostly talking about video games, or was it like personality, lifestyle, current events stuff?
It was always a combination of stuff. Like it was video games, but all the other stuff was always mixed in. That's I think what got people.
But that's what he does now.
Yeah.
Like I saw my husband playing Factorio, and I was like, "That's Factorio, isn't it?" And he was like, "Yeah, how do you know that? Because I know you don't play this game." I was like, "Oh, Destiny." Yeah, that's how I know that game, Destiny. He plays it all the time. Oh, but that's what he does now, though. He talks about everything.
People endeared to
It's
me
like when it-
rather than just like.
Good.
One of the original sort of gaming backed content commentary, isn't it? Like he would literally just talk about stuff over gaming.
Yeah. Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Stuff.
It was always a combination of stuff. Like it was video games, but all the other stuff was always mixed in. That's I think what got people endeared to me rather than just like a StarCraft player. It was like more me, the person.
Back then, were you doing like variety content, or was it like were you like reacting to things and like reading things, or was it mostly just like you gaming?
I think it was just gaming, non-stop gaming. Yeah.
When did that change?
Man, I don't know. Maybe around 2016, I think.
Before 2016, you were gaming pretty much.
I think mainly. I'm sure people were like watching YouTube videos and stuff a little bit prior to that, but
Why was that election important to you? Why did that change everything?
Okay. And then we'll get to the election, and we will come back and finish it. Because
get ready for part 2. We're not going to sit here for another 5 hours doing this. That's for sure.
No. But
yes, yeah. I'm really enjoying this so far. Like it's
really
so
good.
interesting. It is really interesting. He's done a really good job, Tom, little guy. Well done.
If I look forward, I feel like I stopped watching it right before they got to the Ben Shapiro stuff because I didn't see the gem part. So my guess is I stopped right before you could see Ben Shapiro right there. So it was right before the gym. Yeah, so that's when I stopped watching it. I really enjoyed the first 2 hours of it. I really did. Yeah. So.
This is so good.
Yeah, I knew you would like it. I knew. That's why I told you as soon as it came out. I was like, "Girl, you're gonna love this."
Yeah.
So.
I was all over it.
Yeah, so definitely good video. I love the vibe Destiny and Tom have with each other.
Yeah, it's adorable.
It is. It's literally big brother, little brother.
Yeah, I want to see them in matching pajamas or something.
Oh my god.
That would be funny.
Yes. Well, they already do have matching Malcolm X shirts, so we're almost there. I really do love the dynamic between the both of them. As I was saying earlier, I really love to see like an ongoing thing with these two because like their back and forth and stuff. It's just like it's so watchable and so digestible. Even like how like down to earth and matter of fact and like is just very open to any sort of question. And it's not a debate, it's a conversation, which is what is it's really rare to hear that out of Destiny, you know?
Right.
So yeah, I really enjoy it.
Yeah. No, I enjoy this video too. Tom did really good with this video.
He really did.
Yeah. He did a very good job with this video. Man. Ooh. All right. Well, Bunny, I guess take us out.
All right. Thank y'all for joining us today and watching this half of the Destiny and Turkey Tom. I don't even want to just call this a documentary because it feels more special than that. Like union. This union. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment on if you think they should keep doing stuff together, because I definitely think they should.
I think they should too. I think they should like start a
Yeah.
podcast together, honestly. I think they would be really
that'd be
good.
so cute.
Yep. All right, well, ladies, I guess say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye,
everybody.
And come back for part 2.
Yes, come back for part 2. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Bye.
All right, hold on one second. I gotta take this sweatshirt off. It's hot. Hold on.
Uh-huh. I'm getting hot too.
Oh.
Not for the same reason. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Wait, would it be Destiny or Turkey Tom doing it for you? Which were you going for?
It's all that public farting, man.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Like, they seem like a blast. That's
yeah.
I'll never not laugh at farts.
I love you, Bunny.